Good evening, my darling batlings. I'm joined tonight by Kier and Proto.
Don't mind him, he's just like a can of bushes.
What do you mean?
Poorly packaged into a small container considering the size of the average bush.
Yes.
But I shave.
We're talking about 3 different bushes here, aren't we?
As long as we're not talking about a burning bush.
If only we had one more person here to throw out a joke about George Bush, then we'd complete the quadfecta.
It's a Kanye fall for the ceiling. And get pelted with tomatoes.
So, tonight we are doing Illbleed, which, reason I haven't done this in a while is, wanted to go back to doing Dreamcast stuff after I got a GDMU board that's capable of running the entire library without having to use workarounds, which I finally was able to do this month.
Ooh.
Like, most models out there that you can get, can run, like, all but 2 games in the library without problems. One of which can be circumvented with a patch out there, and the other one, like, it doesn't break the game, it just hangs on the intro sequence if you don't skip it.
Oh.
You wanna hear something hilarious when you said circuit board? I actually imagined like a digital circuit that was like a board of wood at the same time that enhanced your technomancy.
And we name it Plank.
And the other reason I haven't done many Dreamcast streams lately is because I was waiting for the wireless Dreamcast controller to come out, which I have now. So,
Ooh.
you know, after I finished all the Dreamcast Sonic games.
I didn't know there was a wireless Dreamcast controller.
Yeah, it's from Retro Fighters.
I'm gonna need
It's
to
from
find one.
Retro Fighters, who's one of the best, like, aftermarket controller manufacturers. Right now, it only works with the Dreamcast. You can't use it on a PC, but it works with VMUs through its through the adapter that you plug into the Dreamcast, you know, to act as a wireless receiver, and
Yeah.
it has
Ooh.
built-in rumble.
Ooh.
There's a
And
lot of things from. Oh, sorry,
and it
go ahead.
has a Hall effect joystick on it, which means that it doesn't drift.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You know what? I miss a lot of technology from yesteryear. Like, yeah, it's inconvenient modern day type stuff, but the VMUs, how you have the little
Little
add-on
screen.
for the PS1,
The Pocket
Final Fantasy
Station.
8. Yeah, the Pocket
Yeah, the
Station.
Pocket Station.
We never got that here in the States, and I kind of feel that we kind of, missed out on that.
The interesting thing is that even though the Pocket Station was never released outside of Japan, you can still use it on a select number of internationally released titles,
Yeah, like
without having to use the Japanese versions.
Like the PC version of Final Fantasy 8, you can use the virtual Pocket Station thing so that way you can get the Moomba summon.
wait. For Final Fantasy 8, there's a MOBA something?
Yeah, there's a Moomba summon. You have
You have to show me how
to.
to access that later, because I'm probably going to spend like an absurd amount of time on it.
It's
Like the-
mostly a lot of
there are a
RNG.
couple- There are a couple of interesting uses of the Pocket Station. I'll get to that Eggman Redeem in a sec. Before I lose my train of thought, there's a couple interesting Pocket Station uses for Japanese versions of PS1 games. Like, one in particular that I know is Spyro 1. They changed how Sparks works, so he's always one color, and instead you can find hidden dragonfly eggs that you can raise on your Pocket Station like a Tamagotchi, and then import into the game to change the color of your dragonfly companion.
That's cute.
And another one is with Misadventures of Tron Bond, you could get a secret 41st surfbot through the Pocket Station.
Okay.
All right, so for that Eggman Redeem, you want me to do this as Long John Baldry. Here, Topaz, I'm demoting you to Scrub Monkey 3rd Class. Now go and mop up the dungeon.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Make me.
I'm not a fighter. I try to avoid conflict, so I will not press further. So... Alright. What?
Going in lows.
I don't know why it's funny.
Alright, there we go. Illbleed. But yeah, this controller, you can get from a lot of retailers or just on Retro Fighter's website. It's $50. And it's got the build quality to match that $50 price point. Your other option is to get one of the Bluetooth adapters for the Dreamcast that allows you to use like Xbox controllers on it, considering they have basically the same form factor, but also have built-in VMUs to them to make up for the fact that you lose 2 slots to use VMUs on.
I don't think we have any game audio on our end.
Let me fix that then.
Feeks.
Should be coming through on your end.
Nope.
No.
No.
Oh, I see what the problem is. My mic's set to the wrong input. That's the problem.
Ah.
It's not my face.
No, your face is perfectly acceptable. It's perfectly adequate.
Oh, thank you.
There, can you hear it now?
Yes.
Okay. So when we left off, we had just finished the first level, which took like an hour. Because I went in not knowing how to play the game. Yeah. I forgot that dummy man stands there beside you when you load in.
Hello, Mr. Thick. How are you doing today?
Alright.
You know, thinking back, I was actually with you on the last time this was streamed.
Yeah, that's why I wanted you to be here for this.
Oh shit, I remember.
Alright. I can't remember if we did surgery or not, so time to find out. Upgrading operation. Okay, we already did as much surgery as we can get with how much money we earned from the first stage. There are, like, I think 5 stages in total, and then, like, a final area. And I still haven't played past this point, because I'm trying to keep my experiences spoiler-free as possible. Which is kind of hard, considering I was introduced to this game through Nitro Rad's review of it. And it's one of those games where you have to beat it twice to get the real ending. So...
Mario, Ghosts and Goblins, or was it Ghouls and Goblins?
The entire Ghosts and Goblins series, yes.
Yes. I couldn't look at FU.
Level 2, The Revenge of Queen Worm.
An RV campsite has been turned into a morbid morgue, covered in blood
Morbid morgue.
and the remains of numerous unidentified bodies. It's hard to
Numerous
believe that
noobs?
such a brutal massacre could have happened in this day and age.
The Mummy
Especially in
Massacre.
Such a secure
Yes.
location. It only took the rescue crew 20 minutes.
What I find
to
interesting
the
is I
emergency
found
call.
a pre-release
But by the
trailer for
time
this
they
game,
arrived,
which is like the only advertising it
there were
got
no survivors, and consequently,
internationally, and it's narrated by Duke
so
Nukem's
the
voice
mystery
actor.
remains. Who
Oh, wow.
done this?
It's stuff like Illbleed. You'll shit with fear.
Or several, for that matter.
You're shit out your own piss.
There were dark forces at work here, and no one's talking about it. It happened 4 days ago, and the place has been dead quiet ever since.
They really nailed the atmosphere of like direct-to-video B horror movies. This feels like something you would see from a Full Moon Pictures, like something like not something classy like a Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th. Something like Evil Bong or Ginger Dead Man. Or
Maybe he loves you.
It's on my
or
list.
The Killer Condom. Or Monstered.
That's a shitty idea.
Zombie toilet.
Okay, we get $80,000 if we win this stage. And we rescued Kevin, but I know from reading up on it that there's no reason to play as anyone except Arikado.
Cool.
Because you have to upgrade everyone else just to get to Eriko's base stats.
Not cool.
I better just use Erica and just upgrade her then.
Yeah. Like, basically, the other characters sort of act as extra lives, but with their own strengths and weaknesses as well.
Well, now we know Erica is the best because she's cool.
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 All right, we got first things first. We've always got to find the horror monitor, which we can tell where that is because all of your senses go off at once when it's nearby. Okay, we found an artificial brain. That's a good start.
Okay,
That's one of
so
our
the label here
upgrade organs.
says normal, abnormal.
Okay, the horror monitor's over here. It was in the soda machine, of course.
I mean, when you jump into... Oh, shit!
Is that a goblin? Did a goblin just steal our horror monitor?
It is time for me.
Mon Killer stole the horror monitor. God damn it. I don't like goblins. Goblin Slayer made me not like goblins. Except for Honey Goblin. Honey Goblin's cute.
The only goblin I like is the one from Shantae and
There's
the
no goblin in
slime one.
Shantae.
Wait. I am double thinking the Big Booba goblin from Slime, reincarnated as a slime.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no goblins in Shantae. Well, technically there are goblins in Shantae, but they're just like regular enemies. There's not like an actual goblin character. There's a zombie. There's a couple zombies.
Yeah, we need a goblin character now for for it.
Just go find a mind goblin.
Oh, I got some good news for trans rights.
Yes.
They acknowledged that Vivian is trans in the remake of the Mario RPG game.
Good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like,
You mean in the Paper Mario 1000-Year Door remake?
yes. Like I'm happy they are acknowledging that, you know.
Yeah. I do not. I do not like this goblin.
Oh,
This is why I don't like goblins.
you want me to slay him? I'll slay him. I'll slay him so hard. Seriously, do you want me to slay it?
Yes.
How do you want me to slay it? Do you like want me to do like Higurashi
Extra
torture
brutally. There's no kill
Oh.
like overkill.
mode? Okay, so start off with Higurashi forms of torture. Gotcha.
Yes.
I was going to say, if you wanted to start with, like, train suplex.
That's overkill. We're not there yet. We're gonna gradually build up to it and let it compound. Let our return come in full.
Let's see what these signs say, because they're bound to have something good on them. Monkey Park. Does that mean that this takes place canonically in the same universe as Ape Escape? Hey, bitches, bros, and non-binary hoes, what we gaming? We gaming Illbleed. Dash Cat. Mummy popcorn. Delicious.
I want some in my mouth.
Passy Recover.
I can use some Hassy Recover.
Onions. What? Scorpion onion soup.
That's just spicy onion soup. I will eat that.
Yes, this is the Q girl.
Cool. Ugh.
Let's see if we can get a map of the area. Okay, so our target's over that away. You just watched the previous VOD of this game? Well, you picked a perfect time to watch it, considering that, I have not played past where that VOD ended.
And that was a couple months ago.
Yeah, that was back in, like, either beginning of the year or maybe it was back in October. I can't remember which.
I want to say back in October.
Okay, we got the metal pipe. We have a weapon now.
Should we put an inky doodle on it?
It's not that kind of pipe.
We got the bite mon.
Wait. I'm scared to ask.
It's the bash your skull in kind of pipe.
Oh,
Make the metal pipe sound. You know, disappointingly, I don't have that on any of my redeems. I should have. Tonight of all nights would have been perfect for the metal pipe sound effect.
If my voice mod thing was working, I would play it for you, but for some reason, I think I'm just going to re-download it, sadly.
Yeah, I was like, I'm having issues with some of my programs.
Like, whenever they update it, it kind of breaks, you know?
Throwing stuff still works. So in this stage, we've got to... Like, to my understanding, this stage is inspired by the movie Tremors.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Okay, we got the artificial plasma. Where? Oh no! It's a worm! That's a spiky worm. Ah! Let me go. I'm trying to remember the controls. It's been so long since I played this. There we go. No. This is the button to call for the helicopter. I heard that Kevin Bacon's trying to get a Tremors TV series made.
No,
I've heard that for a while.
it doesn't need it.
Like, the problem is he can't get anyone to pick it up.
I'm surprised Sci-Fi hasn't picked it up.
You'd think they would. But then again, it's probably too high budget for sci-fi. Okay, we got the trash steak. Sorry, the trash steak.
Fuck.
And typically whenever Sci-Fi gets a good show or something, they kind of let it die.
I mean, same thing with Netflix
Yeah.
and WB.
Basically, everyone. I throw trash all over the ring. Then I start eating steak I got out of the garbage. God, the movement controls in this game are a little awkward. Like, I don't feel like I've done a good job of explaining it. The way you change between walking and running, like, you don't... It's got analog control, but it's not like a smooth analog control, where it's like, depending on how hard you tilt, that it gradually increases your speed. No, it's like, if you do a gentle tilt, then you're automatically walking until you stop moving. And if you want to run, then you have to stop moving and then like do a full tilt, like quick analog tilt to get to running. It's very easy to accidentally run when you want to walk. Like right now I want to walk because that's how you lower your bleeding and your heart rate without having to use items.
Okay. This game is so cool.
Isn't it? It's so cool.
Get up.
Like, oh my
Oh
god.
no, goblins! I don't like goblins. I know these aren't really goblins, but I'm calling them goblins.
Anyway, I started blasting.
We haven't even gotten to the stages where we get guns.
Oh.
But we've got a broken as fuck dodge. Because the dodge gives you like 3 seconds of iframes.
It does. I remember you had to abuse it last time.
Yeah, the thing that keeps you from abusing it is that using it raises your heart rate. There we go. She said the line. Come get me, helicopter.
Get me, boy.
Start blasting these hoes. We don't get a gun in this stage, I don't think. So I can't blast.
Just drink a lot of water, then you can start blasting very easily.
If I'm playing as a girl, I'd have that's not how that works.
Use a hose.
Okay, I'm gonna want to use what do I even have in my inventory? Oh, just the steak dinner, because items don't carry over between stages, right? I have to constantly check my map to make sure I'm going the right way. And no, I'm not. No, I'm going backwards. Thank you for the clip. I will check it out when I get the chance.
Ow.
Can I kill the worm?
Cool.
If you have a fish or a bird, I think so.
Eh.
Just
There's a
remember
reason
here
you want to avoid combat in this game. It's really clunky. Like,
Just
there's a
remember
good,
here,
like, second of delay between your swings.
the ocean is a soup.
It's salty as hell from the damn whales. Like 2 tons of saltiness.
Okay. Let's heal. Let's go ahead and consume that trash steak. These are such crunchy footsteps, it's because we're walking in dirt. And now we're walking on pavement, so it doesn't sound all crunchy.
You know, it's actually kind of easy to walk in heels once you understand you don't go heel to toe, you go toe to heel.
I would not know that, because I've never worn heels.
I have platform ones, so I figured a little freebie of fun fact, you know?
The rest you have to pay for.
I mean, I am technically selling my services because, you know, a lot of these companies need it.
Okay, heart rate's getting dangerously high. If your heart rate gets too high, you can... One of two things can happen. You can either faint, which, you know, you don't want to happen, especially in combat. And the other thing is, if it gets really high, you can die of a heart attack.
What if she had tacos? Oh wait, no, that'll make the heart rate go higher because she'll be excited.
There's also another way that you can raise your heart rate, and that's by using the porn magazine item.
I feel called out on.
Girl, just take a nap on the floor. Not with these killer worms running around and these goblins.
I mean, chill in the trash can, you're good.
Okay, we got the speed ladder, which lets us escape easier from fights. You also lower your heart rate by just standing still. And given that I don't have any heart rate lowering items, this is gonna have to do. You found that in a dumpster? Yes, just like we found that steak in the dumpster. And an artificial brain in a car trunk.
Oh, that's where you found that's where you guys found me.
Yeah, I don't know why you were bound and gagged, and I didn't question it because I don't like the kink shame. Unless your kink is humiliation, in which case you absolutely should be ashamed. Yummy garbage steak. It's got those natural flavors to it.
Oh yeah, they all soaked in.
So it's been it's not rotten, it's just been marinating.
I mean, I can make it and serve it like in 5 minutes if you guys want some.
I don't trust any steak that's been cooked in 5 minutes.
What if it was already cooked and was just sitting on the grill for like 3 days?
I don't like my steaks well done. What do I look like, Donald Trump eating well done steak with ketchup?
That should be a costume.
Just steak and ketchup.
There, I fainted. Ah, I'm awake. All right, get me out of here. Oh, that is a lot faster.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Never push and never pull. You finish when your plate is full. Exercise the force of will. You proceed by standing still. I don't get the reference, but I immediately went to, my brain immediately went to Eat It by Weird Al Yankovic. Just eat it. Eat it. Don't... If it's getting cold, reheat it. Have some more yogurt. Have some more Spam. It doesn't matter if it's fresh or canned. Just eat it.
Eat it.
One of my favorite things that Weird Al's been involved with recently, and by recently I mean the past couple years, is when Gal Gadot and all those other out of touch like Hollywood celebrities put out that god awful cover of John Lennon's Imagine to try and like raise people's morale during the quarantine, and it just pissed people off more.
Yeah.
Weird Al and his comedian friends did their own take on that, except instead of Imagine, it was Eat It. But sung like really emotionally. I haven't seen the Jackie Chan Karate Kid because I haven't seen any Karate Kid movie.
I was more Three Ninjas growing up.
I take offense to the Jackie Chan Karate Kid because he doesn't teach him karate, he teaches him kung fu.
Yeah.
Yeah, he teaches Wing Chun.
I thought Wing Chun was a 80s band.
That's Wing Chun, not Wing Chun.
I thought that was a guy from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
That was Wing Attack.
No, I thought that was the attack used by Pidgeotto.
Okay, we found a dumpster bandage. We'll be okay.
I'm with JKR. Why
Jackie
did I
Chan can go
say
fuck
that-
himself? Yes, he can. He's a
Why
terrible
did I
person.
say that like a pirate? Like, I'm with JKR.
He's an entertaining actor, but he's a terrible person and an absolute sellout to the Chinese Communist Party. He's spoken out against, two primary things. One, he disowned his son for getting arrested for weed possession. And the other, didn't he also disown his daughter for being gay?
I think so. I'm not 100%. But even
And
before
he's
the
also
weed thing,
and he's also spoken out against Hong Kong independence because he likes to cozy up to the Chinese Communist Party, even though he's
before
from
this-
Hong Kong.
even before the son thing, right? He was already at odds with his son, sadly.
Yeah,
the
because he's a
daughter
shit
thing
dad.
Is apparently was with another woman, and they both apparently mutually agreed to not have him involved.
Oh,
Yeah, they're supposed to not like. Also, that I think he took him out the will. Like, basically, no one's getting any of it. Like, any parent is not going to let their kid get any part of their will. No, don't ever. No, you can have a portion go to them and a portion go to charity. In this day and age, help your children.
it's times
Yeah,
like
don't
this
pull
that I
Steve
wish I
Harvey.
was playing on an emulator because then I could just speed up. I could just fast forward this so I don't have to stand here for however long it takes for her heart rate to go down to a safe level.
I mean, I
We're gonna
can
be
solve
here
this
for a while.
issue. When your heart just beating really fast, and you know your ass is grass.
Jackie Chan's not even the best kung fu movie celebrity out there.
Yeah.
So if you want to know a better one, Jet Li.
Jet Li,
Oh hell yeah.
Tony Jaa.
Tony Jaa's one of my favorites, honestly.
Tony
There's also this
Jaa,
girl.
I haven't seen any of Tony Jaa's movies, but I know from reading like how he got into kung fu movies is that he grew up watching a lot of the like wire fu kung fu movies where they did exaggerated stunts on suspension wires, and he didn't know that they were on wires, so he learned how to closely replicate those without wires.
Yeah, not only that, like from what I've heard from interviews, Tony Jaa is like very down to earth, very easy to talk to. That's what I've heard. I don't, know per se, but I think that's kind of cool.
Dash Cat, same thing with learning that about Tara Strong and Mike Pollock.
Yeah. It is difficult to
Like a lot
separate.
and Mark Hamill. Like the thing with that issue in particular is I feel like a lot of that is about it's a more generational thing rather than like an inherent character trait.
Yeah. Remember,
And a lot of it's
we
also
grew up
down
around
to
that.
a lot of it's also down to America having piss poor education about foreign affairs.
Yes. Hey, Dashcat, how was your day? Like, do you eat anything interesting? What about you, JKR? And you, Ari? And you, Proto?
I still need to
I
go
want
grocery
coffee.
shopping. I keep going to the grocery and then not buying actual groceries. I just buy chicken wings off of the deli section and take those home to eat because I'm too lazy to walk around the store and get everything I need and then be the only person to bring them all indoors because no one ever helps me bring my groceries indoors. Oh, you just applied for a new job. Same here, buddy. Well, I say it's been about 2 weeks, so I'm hoping to hear back soon.
I'm trying myself, honestly.
Oh, something was brought to my attention that kind of made sense as to why I didn't get my bonus check. It's because it's technically not the end of the business quarter yet. It will be at the end of the month.
Oh.
Yeah.
That explains everything.
Yep. So at the end of the quarter, they get to tally everything up and give out my pay.
That's always fun.
Yeah. It's going to be a week late on my bill. You good?
Yeah.
But on a random note, I do want some coffee. It's only like 9:46.
Ooh, coffee.
Yeah, I can survive on coffee.
Coffee sounds amazing. What kind of coffee?
Caramel macchiato creamer.
I've been right here. I've got some coffee with almond milk, vanilla flavored almond milk, and Irish cream flavored syrup.
Ooh,
that sounds nice.
Oh, speaking of which, I did order something as a little treat for making breakfast today. I ordered some chorizo.
Oh.
Yep, chorizo, eggs, and cheese on bread is a bomb breakfast.
I've been wanting some chorizo because if you were to make an omelet with jalapenos and chorizo, it's really pleasant.
You mentioned that, and I have a jar of diced jalapenos in the fridge, and I could have added that this morning.
You're thinking about doing it now, next time now, aren't you?
Yeah,
she's so scaredy.
Order some more chorizo.
It's funny that she's so scaredy, considering that her backstory involves her being desensitized to scary things because she grew up in a sort of like traveling carnival type household that made that ran a like haunted house attraction, and her dad would use her as the test subject for new stuff at the haunted house, and it eventually made her lose her sense of fear. But just for gameplay purposes, she can't be immune to being startled. Although she is the one with the strongest constitution without applying upgrades. So like everyone else, they get knocked down to the ground and have to crawl around for several seconds before they get back up if they get jumped.
Back in my day, if you get jumped, you ain't getting back up for a good, like, 30 minutes.
Okay, we found Dave's diary too.
I was actually thinking Dave in my head.
You're drinking water?
The first was good enough where it had a sequel.
I mean, that means we missed the first one. I started my worm business 10 months ago. With my success, I am known as the king of the worms. If the prices continue to grow, I will buy a large house for us. Till then, I'll keep raising worms and sell.
No, I gotta say
from Toronto, an outdoor facility supplier, wanted to buy my land today. He said they want to build a trendy camping site. I said no to the rep. I am not going to give up this farm for any price, no matter how much they offer. I will never give up my worm farm.
Wormy!
Worm prices dropped to a record low. This must be a bad dream. I got 2,000 new baby worms today and more are coming. The worm farm is running out of room, and I'm running out of money to feed the worms. What will I do if the prices keep falling? I signed a contract with Toronto today. What kind of name is Toronto? I had no choice. The worm market is no good. At least the terms I negotiated were good for Rachel and I. I will keep the farm, but they will cut some of the forest around it. They also let me join the management of the campsite. I was a talented businessman, and my talent will be used well. Watch me, Rachel, as I set out for a fresh start.
Yeah! Hey there, partner. You want some pork shoulder?
I mean, it would be a nice break from the chicken wings. Okay, here's my take on chicken wings that seems to be apparently really controversial among chicken wing enthusiasts. I prefer boneless wings. Like,
you're entitled to your wrong opinion.
Like excard on me for preferring my wings to be all meat and no bone.
The bone adds flavor.
The bone takes away from how much meat you get per wing, so you're being ripped off.
You're just getting chicken breast, though, and
So,
that's just dry.
Yeah, but wings have proper chicken wings have the least amount of meat of any part of the chicken. They're shit cut.
I know, but it's part of the dark meat part, so that's why.
Let's see what Dash Cat say here that I'm going to have to read just for the percentness factor. Back in my day, me and the boys would aggressively kiss each other to assert dominance. The first to falter would become the dominant's boyfriend.
Let's do it. There's 3 of us right here. So
It's okay, Ari. I can agree with you on the boneless thing. It's like, there was a place back in our old city that no. You would spend I think $23 at the time. You would get 3 or 4 pounds of boneless wings, and then you have your waffle fries and 2 drinks.
The reason why I say it is very difficult to eat good nugget. Hear me out, okay?
But what?
Hear me out.
It's like on this as well. It's the same way I like my pizza. I like it boneless.
So do I. I keep trying to order boneless pizza, and the guy keeps saying that pizza don't have bone in it. And I'm like, yeah, that's what makes it boneless.
They will fight you both right now in Super Smash Brothers in Street Fighter Alpha 1, 2, and 3.
I've got Street Fighter Alpha 3 on my Dreamcast.
I've got Street Fighter 2 and Street Fighter 2 Turbo on the Super Famicom.
And I've also, thanks to the Pseudo Saturn Kai not flash card, just cartridge that I've got, which is basically a hacked action replay. I've got all of the Alpha games on Saturn.
I will play you an any version.
And I've got Dead or Alive on Saturn, which is apparently the best way to play it as far... What's the Super Famicom? That's the Japanese Super Nintendo. Because the NES,
with it being
the NES in Japan was called the Famicom, short for Family Computer. So they called the successor to it the Super Famicom.
I will be right back. I'm going to mute myself.
Okay.
Damn, that is fast. Okay.
All right, let me make sure I'm not all turned around. I'm not. Good. Heart rate's getting dangerously high, but at least I was able to save. Okay, we got another diary.
Dear diary,
Rachel,
this park sucks.
Rachel, How long has it been since we lived like father and daughter? Luck has been on my side since the beginning. You are my lady luck. He's talking about a worm, by the way. But now Toronto has cheated me. They never let me join the business. Instead, I work at the 24-hour store as a live-in employee. Oh, welcome to capitalism. The contract was a big lie. The farm was cemented immediately. The forest was cut down and the wild monkeys died. Tell me, Rachel, how could this have happened? Because you sold it. I'll say, fuck. Exactly. Rachel, you look well as always, but I'm worn out these days. Running the store for 24 hours by myself is tough. My health is decreasing daily. My heart is. I am all right. Or not. I love that he was writing that he can't breathe and that he's about to die in his diary. I think I'm dying. I no longer wish to live. I can hardly breathe. I'm dying. I don't want to leave you alone, Rachel. I can't hold on anymore. Goodbye, my Rachel. Itchy. Tasty. Okay, time to stand here and wait for the heart rate to go down again because I'm pretty sure the next scare is going to cause a heart attack. Bro's trying to fuck this worm. The worm's like a daughter to him. But given that this is supposed to be in like a hick town, you know, that's still a possibility.
Oh my.
His face is purple and he's on the ground while he's writing his diary. Exactly. No, see, he was dictating it for someone to write down, and they wrote down literally everything he said. Like, he's like, call for help, and they're like, okay, let's see. Call for help. Okay, what next? By the way, Dashcat, fucking digitally mastering me in mid-sentence. How dare you? So, Dashcat, in case you weren't aware, in order to get the true ending to this game, you have to beat the game twice. So, just one playthrough is not going to be enough. Also, I did a little digging on the company that made this game. They worked under two different names, depending on what time period you're looking at in their history. They were originally called Climax Graphics, and by the time they made Illbleed, they renamed themselves to Crazy Games. And apparently the last thing they were working on was a port of Illbleed to the Xbox with extra content, but got canceled because the company's like head, who was also the guy that produced all their games and gave them their distinctive crazy style, suddenly died. So rather than trying to continue on without him, they just closed up shop. They made another game, like they only made 2 games before they went out of business. Illbleed and a game before this called Blue Stinger. Both of which were for the Dreamcast.
Sorry. Sex.
What about sex?
That's also from Fesh Pins. Like, it's at Carlton's funeral where, Uncle Phil introduces that lady as having a particularly warm memory of Carlton. And then, like, you know, she walks up and tries to adjust the microphone. Microphone gives a little feedback. And then just sex. Are the comedic genius of Fesh Pins. Also excited for Kingdom Hearts to come on Steam. Yet, come to Steam. I read that wrong.
Oh my.
But yeah, I'm excited for Kingdom Hearts to come to Steam, even though I'm excited for it to come to Steam, even though I already own it on Epic, just so I don't have to play it on Epic. And if it's on Steam, that means it's more likely to go on sale for a reasonable price, because Epic sales are dog shit.
They are. I just grabbed the free games.
POV Xehanort, come on you. Depends on which Xehanort. Are we talking young Xehanort? Are we talking Master Xehanort? Are we talking Terranort? There's a very important distinction there. Master Xehanort because it's the most horrific. Oh no, no. I mean, Leonard Nimoy's awesome, but I don't want Leonard Nimoy to come on me.
Oh,
especially considering he's been dead for a while. Well, the other options are Rutger Hauer and Christopher Lloyd, all of which I do not view as good options. I wonder if we're going to get Kingdom Hearts 4 before Christopher Lloyd dies. Just, you know, to see if we can make it through one console generation without losing a Master Xehanort voice actor. Anti-shock brace. Now, the anti-shock brace, if I remember correctly, makes you less likely to get knocked down when you get startled.
But when you get knocked down, you get back up again.
And you're never going to keep me down. Ad. Let me know when we're back from the ad so I can address you.
Address them or address them?
Yes. Sorry I keep pausing to check my map. It's just so fucking easy to get lost in this stage. Because everything looks the same. It's just like living in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Everything looks the same. I should know. I've lived in the middle of bumfuck nowhere several times.
Everything looks the same and they don't give you a mini-map.
Yep, this predates minimaps being a common inclusion in games. But hey, at least you don't have to uncover the map gradually.
Yeah. Could you imagine if we had mini-maps in real life?
Isn't that just a GPS? This is the second level. The whole first stream was just the first level.
It really was.
Okay, we got nitroglycerin. This is what we use to slow down our heart. And we got another artificial brain.
Are we smart now?
We got Amazon. No, we're not smart until we have the surgery to install the artificial brain.
You're Jeff. Not Jeff, I'm Kier.
No, this is Patrick.
I'm Kier.
This is Patrick.
Hey Patrick, I'm Kier.
This is Firo. Or Proto.
This is Chris.
Hello,
This is Enrico. This is Jill.
This is Alejandro Pico de Gallo the Fourth.
This is illegal, you know. This is a shitty joke.
This is Hotel Mario.
Oh, toasters, toast.
This is a story all about how my life got turned upside down.
Oh God! That reminds me. There's a video I came across that was like a Hotel Mario re-edit, and I think I sent it to Megatron.
Should have sent it to me. I'm the one who streamed Hotel Mario. The reason I haven't streamed more Hotel Mario is because the only emulator I can get it working in, you have to pay in order for it to save your progress. Otherwise, it deletes your saves after 3 minutes.
Yeah. It's like I would have sent it to you, but like I'm pretty sure you typically don't check that social media messenger.
Oh, yeah. I'm really only on Discord. All right, time to beat up more goblins. I know these aren't technically goblins, but they're goblin-ish. They're goblin-adjacent.
A goblin.
They can be gobbling these nuts.
I mean, we saw some very clearly goblin-esque behavior from them earlier.
Yeah, go bust.
Okay, they're dead.
Cool.
There we go. Cool. All right, let's put a Band-Aid on that bleeding. No, JKR, your life is like a video game, trying hard to beat the stage, all the while you're still collecting coins. Or however the lyrics to that shitty-ass, Falling in Reverse song goes. I don't know. I don't listen to Falling in Reverse. I have better things to do with my life.
I'd rather fall in regular.
I have
Falling in
better
Reverse
things
sounds
to
extra
do than
painful.
listen to Ronnie Radke. Life is a... Well, you say life is a highway, but did you know that Rascal Flats broke up?
I would say, did you know that life is like a hurricane?
I was always under the assumption that life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Maybe it was from my time in Duckburg.
Or if you're looking at the adult version of Forrest Gump, life is like a box of chocolates. It's sticky and wet. Yes, that's an actual line from the adult parody of Forrest Gump, which has one of the worst titles I've ever heard.
You almost made me spit out my drink.
The title, it's called Foreskin Gump.
Oh.
Sometimes it's fun just reading those parody titles.
Yeah. Like
watch that high grossing Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh yeah, it's
parody.
technically not a Pirates of the Caribbean parody. It's just a pirate-themed one that was made to capitalize on Pirates of the Caribbean. And apparently the acting and cinematography and effects in it were so good that they sold a censored version at places like Blockbuster.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's just called Pirates.
I gotta watch it.
And it got a sequel
Oh.
called
No,
Pirates 2,
curious sequels.
Stagnetti's Revenge.
It's like Nettie.
But if you want to talk about terrible parody titles, there's a Beavis and Butthead parody called Beaver and Buttface.
Oh God.
And rather than just having... They went the extra mile with their Beavis and Butthead outfits by putting on prosthetics to look like Beavis and Butthead. It makes them look incredibly creepy.
I imagine so.
There's a Clockwork Orange parody that's like all lesbian scenes. And of course, who could forget the Jaws parody? Gums.
All I know is that sometimes I know if I'm having a bad day, I'll just go up on Amazon and I'll read titles for Chuck Tingle novels.
Oh, Chuck Tingle's awesome. Like, genuinely an awesome dude.
With those titles. And he's like just very engaged with his community.
Yeah, I follow him on Blue Sky, and he's just like one of the most wholesome people. There we go. I'll use the Amazon to fix everything.
Funny story. When I was doing, when I was in the professional field, I actually... Look.
If you cut out for, like, your entire story.
Oh. Back when I was in the support role, I actually got a customer to look up Chuck Tingle novels because he was having a really bad day. And it made him laugh. It made his day better. He was like, how did I never know about this? Like, now you do. And this is on a recorded line, so I'm probably going to get in trouble for this, but I'm putting this job anyway.
Oh.
I did not care. I wanted to make the dude happy. He was having a rough time.
I mean, that's just good customer service.
God damn it,
Oh, yeah,
I keep getting turned around.
Just imagine getting called into like a quality assurance meeting and they're like, what is Chuck Tingle? And you're I'm talking to
oh, that's a
going,
that is a bot in the chat.
I got it. Let's see.
Hey, at least it's a different kind of bot this time.
Yeah. It'll take me a moment. I'm a little slow.
Well, JKR got to it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good job, JKR.
Yeah, usually I just get the bots that are like, hey, I am interested in selling you followers.
Yeah, same here. Good job, JKR. My reaction time is very
impaired.
No, that's easy mode.
Clouded?
In the trash.
I'm not Cloud and I am not Phil.
Swift.
What about this Clater Swiffer Pipper Upper?
That's Swiffer, not Swift.
Hi,
That's Swiffer.
Also, the quicker picker upper is not even Swiffer. That's Bounty.
Who told you I was a bounty hunter?
You just now?
No.
David, you piece of crap.
You always made fun of us Straunt employees. Rachel. That Rachel. She was always your favorite.
Thank you, mutilated corpse.
Cool.
That's not ominous at all.
Oh, we got some more signs to read. Let's see. Welcome to Drive Theater.
That seems very friendly. Nothing's bad ever happens, yeah?
Clash Heat. What? Is there like a first person? Yeah, there is a first person view. Oh, you use it for the horror.
Oh God! Look at
God.
over there at the top.
Clash 5,000. Clash 4,528 cars.
How did I get this disease?
The Woober Derby.
Died 35 stuntmans.
This affect my loved ones.
$25 billion waste. Clash Heat. That's art right there. That's what the sign says. Let's see. Nobody
House of the
returns.
Lightning.
House of the Lightning.
But this was years before Lightning Returns was made.
Okay. It's okay. We found the car hospital.
Baby.
Hang on.
That's good. Yo.
Hey, it's our friend.
Fuck you, Baltimore! If you're
There we go.
car this weekend, you're a big enough schmuck to come to Bill Hell's car. Bad deal. Cars that break down. If you think you're gonna find a bargain at Big Bill, you can kiss my ass. It's out. You're such a stupid motherfucker. You'll fall for this bullshit. Guaranteed. If you find a better deal, shove it up your ugly ass. You heard us right. Shove it up your ugly ass. Bring your tray. Bring your
Give it up your ugly ass.
That's right. We'll fuck your wife. Because it's
You'll fuck your wife.
Sunday. Take a hike to Big Bill Hell. Home of challenge pissing. That's right. Challenge pissing. How does it work? If you can piss 6 feet in the air straight up at night.
I wonder how many people had a pissing contest with them a day just to see if they were the dominant species.
Big Bill Hell. The only dealer that tells you to fuck off. Hurry up, asshole. This event ends the minute after you write us a check. And it better not bounce or you're a dead motherfucker. Go to hell. Big Bill Hell's car. All the more filthiest and exclusive.
Okay, time to see if... Yay, she's alive!
Maryland. Guaranteed.
God knows what that slimy monkey would have done to me. So you were the one who was calling for help. You received my telepathic message. Oh, that's so cool. From now on, I am
No, it's not so cool. It's so cool.
very strong.
Yeah.
So we got another... There we go. We got another playable character. Michelle Waters. God, I am not doing well in terms of the health and the bleeding and the heart rate.
And then no tacos.
But how's your sanity?
Well, are you saying if you don't have tacos?
I mean, I
got one
typically
question
don't eat
for you.
tacos very often, so that's debatable.
Do you want a taco?
Depends on the kind of taco.
Let's talk about it.
What kind of tacos you get at a Psycho Stick concert?
I've never been to a Psycho Stick concert, so I wouldn't know.
Neither have I.
Damn.
But they literally have a song is "Do you want a taco?"
They also have a song called Beer is Good.
Beer is good. That's all I know for the song.
How about a fish taco? Fuck no. Well, you know I don't like fish.
There's also dogs like socks.
Except for calamari. I like calamari.
What if your hand was made of hot pockets?
Oh yeah, that what was that song called? We ran out of CD space.
Yeah.
What if the world was made of glazed donuts?
Mi queso.
Yo, hold on. If the world was made of glazed donuts, think about it, okay? We would constantly be in war with giant ass ants. That's terrifying. Like, are you gonna get the black ants today or the red ants today?
So
Yeah, I hate ants too.
basically what you're saying is we need to do the Space Ghost bit of following an ant for 10 minutes straight while humming to ourselves until we get back to its home, tell its parents that it bit us, and then they roar and we run away while saying, "Your son is a moron!" Alright, let's check the map.
The noises that are coming out of you today, Kier.
That I hate ants. How am I still alive? Barely.
You're hanging by a thread. Living on a prayer.
Someone seems to be inside.
Oh man, not another Draunt worker. I can't even stand looking at you. Get out of here. Don't ever come back. You hear me?
Pooh the homeless bear?
But hey, I got a picnic basket for you. Here's your name right on it.
That's Yogi, not Pooh.
Yogi, will it work? Hey, boo-boo, I'm smarter than the average bear. But what about the ranger? Hey, the ranger don't know diddly squat about this. Unless you tell boo-boo. You're gonna tell boo-boo. Yogi, you know I'm not going to... Yogi. Why? Boo-boo, I know that you are telling the ranger all my plots. Sorry.
This is getting dark really quick.
Remember,
It's okay, we found a baby bottle. Why are you yassifying boo-boo?
I don't know why he is.
Don't tell them! JK, alright, don't tell them. Shush. Shush.
Mazzy, is someone trying to narc?
Okay, I get the feeling I'm gonna have to go. I get the feeling I'm gonna have to go through that muddy field. The drive theater.
If only this fence was convenient height enough to be able to hop over.
Anytime Kier laughs, he cuts out. Yes, Discord keeps on. Oh, fuck. Oh.
Oh.
Infinity.
I'm guessing this is Rachel. Yep, that's Rachel.
Oh, motherfucker.
Okay, so don't touch the mud.
Motherfucker, what the fuck was that? Holy fucking shit.
That was Rachel.
That was a nope. That was a nope.
I had a crush on a girl named Rachel back when I was much, much younger.
You wormed your way out of that conflict. What's this place called? Legateru.
Gas. Legateru.
This is Detroit on a noon.
Market and groceries.
As opposed to groceries and market, right?
Yeah, that's their competition.
Shadow Dragon.
Shadow Dragon
the
showed up
Shadow
just in
Dragon.
time for the nightmares about giant worms.
Oh God! I thought you were dead in one shot.
I thought so too for a
They
moment.
were not exaggerating when they said this was based on Tremors. And by they, I mean Nitro Rad.
We should watch Tremors as like, I don't know, reaction thing. Where we don't actually show the show, you know?
Yeah. How do I get across here without touching
Very
the mud?
carefully.
You miss Yassified Boo Boo from Yogi. You missed a lot of stuff. And yet, given that this is Illbleed, you've probably... What is this graffiti? Oh.
Oh my.
Neuron activated. Loading.
Wait.
MP3.
David's car?
Loading.
Do we need to get Bill's cars?
Loading.
Do we need to take Bill's cars to the car hospital? This must be the goal, but it's blocked. Kicking it doesn't seem to work. Well, damn, it's not like we have a metal pipe to break it down with.
And we also got tires. We could fling at it.
I mean, if you're about as tired of this shit as I'm sure she is, then why not? What,
Yay,
no
open
reaction
field
to my
with
pun?
invisible wall.
The developer's poorly disguised fetish. That's this entire game. I'm not joking.
Well,
just the true ending, which I have seen parts of from Nitro Rad's review, gets straight up into developer's poorly disguised fetish territory.
There are
I'm
things
scared.
from this time era and a little bit after that had blatantly producer fetish inserts.
Yeah, just look at any show that Dan Schneider produced.
Oh, I was gonna say like Totally Spies.
Oh yeah, Totally Spies.
Also.
Totally Spies is just like they say that the fetishy stuff was unintentional, but it's like at a certain point you gotta know that you're consciously inserting stuff that people are going to have some thoughts about.
Yeah, some reservations.
Oh yeah, I forgot that they were
depending
making a
on what you're
new
into.
season with none of the original cast.
Yeah, I'm not watching it.
If it doesn't have Jennifer Hale as Sam, then I'm not watching it. Apparently it's good. I'm sure it's fine enough. It's just like the reason I'm against supporting it is because they avoided using the original cast just so they could save money, because they didn't want to pay the cast what they're owed.
You know what would have been nice? Hiring like people who are just getting to the industry and letting the voice actress, the original characters, pick their understudy, right?
Yeah,
So the
that, I feel
characters-
like that newer Powerpuff Girls show had a lot of problems, but I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of the initial bad press would have been mitigated if they had like involvement from the original Powerpuff Girls cast to like choose who replaces them instead of just replacing them without telling them.
Yeah. Like, let them pick their understudy and let them play the parents of the character. It was called like a passing of the torch, you know?
Yeah,
Which
the
for
Powerpuff
one-
Girls one was a weird case because they kept everyone except for the Powerpuff Girls.
Like, my whole thing is this, right? Hear me out. A lot of the Japanese fan base, like, I think either you or Mistress Dove may have had in the video where we didn't have characters such as Phil voiced in Kingdom Hearts 3 because the Japanese voice actor died, and
Yeah,
because
that's
of
the
the
reason
culture.
why Phil's mute in Kingdom Hearts 3. That's also the
Yes.
reason why, like, this is this is not getting into spoiler territory for Rebirth, but they cut out a lot of the stuff that Reno was supposed to do in the Rebirth part of Final Fantasy VII story, because Reno's Japanese voice actor died shortly after Remake came out, and they didn't want to rush to replace him. So instead, they rewrote Reno's part of the story to reuse audio that they already had recorded, and gave the rest of his stuff to Elena.
Yeah. Creative solution, because I kind of feel we left out content for the majority of the other fans that aren't knowledgeable of Japanese culture, because I was one of those people, not knowledgeable, understandably.
Yeah, Switch, going off of what Shadow Dragon said, yeah, good day for Steam users, and Switch owners get to continue suffering.
Oh, yeah.
I get the feeling we have to find, like, a key or something in here. Or maybe some gas. Because we don't have the horror monitor for this whole stage. Yeah, I'm at a loss at what we're supposed to do here. Because we've got a car that has the key in it, but doesn't have gas. And we've got a gas station where they won't let us in. X-Men 97 did something I like, where they recast some characters, specifically VA, who passed, but brought back the ones still alive, either in different roles or reprising their roles. Yes, I saw that when I looked up the voice cast for X-Men 97. That's how these revivals of fan favorite and cult classic TV shows should go, in my opinion. Is like, obviously I don't think that every iteration should have the same cast from beginning to end. If it's something long-running like, X-Men or Transformers, but if it's a very specific revival of a very specific iteration of it, then try to keep as much of the original cast as possible.
Is there a convenience store there?
Yeah, but the guy won't let us in.
Did you ever find a baby bottle?
Yes.
Okay. Go back to the store.
I did. I don't know how to use the baby bottle if that's what we have to do. Do I just select it from the menu? Because we haven't had to do this before. The game keeps changing the rules on us. Then again, it is supposed to be like an insane horror world. Oh, you have to go into the menu and use it.
I was looking for that. It's my dear Rachel's nursing bottle. Oh, how I miss those days.
What?
I'd nurse her with this bottle and she'd look up at me. Oh, I guess you're not from the Draught Corporation. Please, come inside. I have something to tell you.
I'm worried.
Thanks for coming.
Is that Hide the Pain Herald in that painting?
Ever since the Dront Corporation cheated me, I've had a hard time trusting anyone. I apologize. By the way,
Yeah, that old man that you see in the
you seem
stock
decent.
photos that looks very
Yes.
out of place.
Yes, hide the pain, Harold. It looks just like
I
him.
wrote the details in my will. It's all right here. Please read it, will ya? Please.
No.
Well, JKR, there are times where realistically they can't bring back the entire cast of something due to either them dying or retiring or various other issues that can happen.
And apparently it's a good idea to look around some of the aisles.
Okay.
I guess. Well, it's
I'll
a convenience
hang
store.
myself from the
Makes sense.
I'll hang myself
Oh.
from the water tower tonight. If you read this, I will be around the first block of hell. Apparently, hell's a cul-de-sac. I have good memories of the worm business. There's just one thing on my mind. Rachel, without me, what will happen to her? She will surely suffer from hunger. So, I would like to ask you a favor. Kill Rachel, so I can be together with Rachel in the next world again. This is the best for us. Now, kill her exactly the way I tell you. Burn her with a flamethrower. Hell yeah! This game's getting awesome.
Oh,
No other
yeah.
way, okay? This may sound cruel, but you'll see why soon. I really need you to do this favor. I am asking you. I am begging you. They also gave Jubilee an actual Asian actress, but brought in her OG in different roles. That's awesome. About the flamethrower, I keep the one I was using for weeding in a he uses a flamethrower for getting rid of weeds.
It's an effective method.
I mean, yeah. I don't want apparently, according to the recorded dialogue, Toronto is pronounced Draunt. I don't want Draunt to find it. I am taking the memo that shows the secret place with me. Find it on my body. Well, I'll go ahead and wait for Rachel around the second corner of hell. David Rodriguez. I never got a Rodriguez vibe from this guy.
Yeah. That'd be one hell of a cul-de-sac. You go for jawbreakers, they give you atomic fireballs.
God, I feel old knowing that Ed, Edd n Eddy turned 25 this year. Okay, we got some Hassie. We got some more Hassie.
Some Hassie? No Pepsi?
We got an Iron Heart. We got some nitroglycerin. About that Yo 420 comment, is it technically an early 420 stream or is it a late 420 stream?
Both.
It's late for this year, but it's early for next year. It's like the whole do not feed after midnight thing. Technically, isn't it always either after midnight or like right before midnight?
It is.
Well, you know what they say, it's 420 somewhere. I will succumb to your propaganda.
Good. Good.
All right, now I gotta figure out where to use this key. Oh yeah, I should probably go into the menu and use the key because apparently that's how items work now. I mean, I won't. Fuck. Too late. Too late. I swear, items did not work this way in the first level.
Maybe they did it like this on purpose just to keep messing with the players?
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised considering that in the second level, they already take away the horror monitor, which is like a core gameplay mechanic. What the hell? They have guns? They have guns and crop tops? What? And booty shorts?
And
what?
Daisy Dukes?
Nice legs, Daisy Dukes, make a man go whoop whoop.
Hey, she got a bad though, yeah. That was great. She shot the other one.
So it runs on Doom mechanics where you can trick the enemies into hurting each other. That's brilliant.
Cool. Well, now you know what to do if you run into multiple of them again. Make them shoot each other.
Okay, so we go... Okay, this away.
Dummy
All right,
Man.
let's see some of these other
Be
signs.
dummy
Dummy
thick.
Man. Dummy Man is the mascot for Illbleed. Let's see. Hey, they are goblins!
Goblin Man. Wait, Goblin what? Goblin Moon?
Goblin Moon. Cannibal Fantasy.
Stealing stuff by daylight, eating your flesh by moonlight.
Eyes wide open.
It is the
what
one
is that?
thing.
What
Goblin
is
Moon.
this over here? Godla. Size is problem.
Size is problem. Only if you're not
Size-
brave enough. I mean,
Size is problem. Idea for a vid, a counter for every time cool is spoken. Someone else can... What the fuck does that even mean? I don't... It means size is problem. Bro, these shit are so... They're not AI generated, they're machine translated, which is not much better.
yeah.
Attack of the Monster Bee.
I'm just glad that we just completely walked past me singing Goblin Moon.
I buried it in the ground in front of the movie billboard. You can see the sign through the work hut window. Who calls their car hospital a work hut?
Dude, this whole
I don't know.
time I thought I was unmuted and I was talking.
I was like, please tell me you didn't hear me singing Goblin Moon.
I
did.
heard you say it.
Massacre
Oh, God.
in Nature, a Tom Hopper film.
No,
I heard
Ma'am,
every-
I'm
Hopper.
here. Ma'am, I'm here alone. Nominated in the National Award 12 section.
I think it's more funny that no one knows what I'm saying this entire time.
Okay.
Don't you?
Mutant
That was a
worm.
good hour.
It came from the underground. Coming to you.
I just think it's hilarious. But for the last hour, I've been speaking, completely not knowing my mic was off.
Dummy Man 3, the Returner.
Yeah, I was wondering like where you had freaking gone.
This whole time I was speaking, but I didn't know I was muted. I muted myself.
Oh, so this must be the work hut.
That's hilarious, though, isn't it?
Yes. Okay, we got a wrench.
How many take 3? The clapper.
Dave's Diary. Finally, we get the prequel. Dave's Diary 1. I bought a worm from a vendor so I could raise worms for sale. The vendor brought me his last worm. That worm was you, Rachel. You are more special than any of the other worms I knew. Rachel is the name I wanted to give my daughter. Now go and have lots of babies. Help me make some money. What game is this? This is Illbleed. Why the fuck is he writing to a worm? It's sentimental. Or it's just mental.
Wormy.
Something terrible happened to Rachel today. It was my fault, but I still don't know what happened. I was playing with her under the tree as usual. Don't play with your worm under the tree. People might see that. Then somehow she slipped from my hands and fell into a gas tank. I picked her up right away. I thought she would die after being soaked in so much gas. I was terrified. Yes, this is impressive. It's disturbing and makes me very uncomfortable. Strangely, she started sucking the gas off of her body. She never did weaken. How bizarre that my little girl did such a thing. All I can do now is look after her. It seems Rachel is growing too fast since the gasoline accident. Now all I can do is feed her as much gasoline as she desires.
Hold on. Is she America? Is she America?
No, because then it would be crude oil.
I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it.
She gets bigger and bigger each day, and she doesn't look like a worm anymore. It is okay to get big, but her size is beginning to scare me. She is in good shape, though. I am getting worried about her. She outgrew me in 10 days. Her reproduction rate is 10 times higher than any other worm. Her babies are of high quality, and they sell well. Well, I did get my wish of wealth and happiness. Bring on more worms, Rachel. So I thought this was like mutant worm from like radioactive waste or something, but no, it's just regular gas.
Rachel, please.
Thank you, mysterious disembodied voice from a worm.
Yeah, it's a worm with Rachel. Wait, who was the girl that entered the chat? Oh, wait, what? Did someone enter the chat and I don't know?
No. No.
Okay.
The only person who's joined since then is Lulu.
Okay, wait, in the VC?
No.
No.
Why am I
no
going
one's joined the
crazy?
VC.
Why am I going crazy?
Because you're both drunk and stoned.
So I'm a drone?
You're dry, drunk, and high.
I think you might be right.
I mean, that explains a lot, though, too, because I'm like a sweating, but dry.
Unscrewed bolts from the signboard. And that's how we make a platform.
Rocket launcher.
Not rocket launcher, casual vandalism. Dummy Man 2, the overdrive.
So I need to go to 1732 up here on this rock.
It is time to be dummy again.
Oh, you It's time to be dummy thick.
Return to dummy.
Return to monkey. But we saw the monkeys are goblins in this stage. Quality product of Hellkaiser in Germany with a 30-year warranty. That's the description of the wrench. I'm sorry, Hellkaiser. That sounds like a name you would hear in Digimon.
Hello, Kaiserman. This evolves too. Fuck you in particular.
Dummy man.
Dummy man.
It's okay, we got news clipping 2. Mysterious catastrophe at campsite. All visitors killed. Site expected to close. Bodies of campgoers and destroyed cars found at Camp David in Arizona. Cause of the incident is still unknown. Local authorities rule out human intervention due to the scale of the incident. Slow progress by investigators caused by lack of evidence. Camp David was once a worm farm owned by David Rodriguez. Drawn acquired the land and built Camp David. Camp David opened on the 20th of last month, featuring wild monkeys and a drive-in theater. I'm sorry, but monkeys and a drive-in theater sounds like a god-awful combination. Wild monkeys and a drive-in theater is a terrible combination.
Yeah.
I thought I was supposed to unscrew all the dummy man signs. Is this not one of the dummy man signs? Oh, well, I guess I was standing in the wrong place. Or did I have to examine it first? I don't know.
And you might commit man.
You're driving with the monkeys.
I need sus. What I'm saying is sus.
Do you need to go to the corner?
I mean, if I go in the corner, it's just gonna get worse.
In the words of the angry video game nerd, it sucks monkey fuck. Dummy Thick couldn't clap enough.
Oh God.
I wonder if I can clap.
Hey, where the I don't know how the Monkeys theme song goes because I've never seen
where
the
monkey.
Hey, where the monkey?
Say monkey around.
Yeah.
That's the line of the song.
Whoever decided that this stage needed platforming with these jumping controls deserves a raise because that's brilliant.
It is psychological. It is physical psychic damage to your psyche.
Well, it's gonna be hard for them to get a raise because the studio's not around anymore.
Go back in time and give them a raise.
Go back in time and save their president from dying so we can get more games from them.
Yes.
Sure, let me just go hop into my time machine.
That's
Anybody
what
got a
I'm telling
toaster?
You're just biding time.
Yeah, anybody got a toaster I can borrow?
You could have stopped a lot of wars, Proto. Why didn't you stop the wars, Proto?
Because profits.
Not like
Okay,
war
like
profiteering, but like literal prophets told you not to do that. Like prophets of some ancient religion.
Of course, it comes from an American. Bang, bang, shooty, shooty.
I've never seen the Monkeys. All I know about the Monkeys is that they got one of them to appear in an episode of SpongeBob for a joke about Davy Jones's locker.
And they were essentially like literally a TV parody of the Beatles.
Yeah,
not like a parody. They were supposed to be like a cash-in on the Beatles, a manufactured version of the Beatles.
Being genuine, they were actually decent.
They were.
But like I know one of them is named Davy Jones. And they had a gag in one episode with Davy Jones's locker that belongs to Davy Jones from the Monkees.
Yeah. The Davy Jones.
I came all this way without getting the got thing flamethrower, didn't I?
A goddamn flamethrower.
I just want a picture of a goddamn hot dog. Do I look like I know what a JPEG is?
I just imagine Hank Hill literally going through all this horrific bullshit just for a picture of a hot dog.
Not for a hot dog, for a picture of a hot dog.
Yes. For a picture of a hot dog, he could just pull off Google. You can see it, right?
Yeah.
We sit here for imagine 4 hours. Click the picture of the hot dog, and you're going to get a hot dog.
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I just want a picture of a goddamn hot dog.
I could actually go for a hot dog. Couldn't you?
I was more of a fan of Boys Who Cry. I was more of a fan of Kelpie G.
I was more of Can You Feel It, Mr. Krabs?
Either that or the Bikini Bottom Super Band.
Oh, that's a classic.
Like I've said before, what's the best episode of SpongeBob, and why is it Band Geeks?
Mayonnaise is an instrument, Patrick.
Is mayonnaise an instrument? No, Patrick.
No.
Mayonnaise is not an instrument. Horseradish is not an instrument either. Oh, they're back. They're back. Ah! Don't shoot me in the kneecap.
They
Shoot each other in the head.
They just want to start in a new episode of that thing from Cowboy Bebop with the booba cowgirl.
I haven't seen Cowboy Bebop except for the last episode, remember?
There's a big titty cowgirl that's in there, okay?
I mean, I can see a big titty cowgirl on other sites as well.
But this is canon to the TV show. It's very
informative. About TV shows.
It's very informative.
Wow, it's a good thing I don't have to worry about running out of adrenaline for this stage where I can't map out any of the traps or enemy spawns.
Oh?
Okay, this away. Okay.
Yeah, go that way.
Yeah, I'm gonna have... I hope I find some more healing items along the way. Otherwise, I might be fucked. And not in a good way.
If you take some high state, it'll be all...
I already used all the Hassie.
There's no more Ecto Cooler?
There hasn't been Ecto Cooler since Ghostbusters 2016 came out.
Oh, psychic damage! Oh!
Yeah, they brought it back for that, but not for the other Ghostbusters movies.
Oh, oh you rolled a natural crit!
They've done, like, nothing to promote Frozen Empire from what I've seen. Like, they've done a toy line, but that's about it.
Ah! It did nat 20 critical damage. How do you feel?
Like I'm on the verge of death any second now.
That's just a Tuesday.
But for me, it was Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, ain't it?
It's Tuesday, innit? There we go. There's the flamethrower. That is a shitty looking flamethrower. I hope it handles well.
Only way to find out.
Why don't you just get the Pyrocida?
Wrong game. Wrong console.
Wrong everything.
I almost shit myself.
Well, you know what they say. Check yourself before you Shrek yourself.
Yep. You gotta remember, somebody once told you that.
The grass is much greener on the other side.
I thought Shrek was much greener on the other side.
No, Shrek told me that it's not ogre. It's never ogre. That's insane because Frozen Empire apparently did well at the box office. The thing is, like, every movie does well at the box office now, but nothing has any cultural impact anymore because every movie is a blockbuster movie now. Like, trying to be the summer blockbuster. Everything is, instead of having different, like, grades of movies.
Hear me out, okay?
It's like how every game's trying to be AAA now.
Hear me out, right?
Except for Ubisoft, who's trying to be quadruple A, whatever the fuck that means.
I think it's French. But, hear me out, right? Having a random studio give a super interesting performance and backing that passion and that love for the industry, and
reminder that
manipulating it.
Reminder that Weird Al Yankovic couldn't get his genuinely amazing parody biopic of himself a theatrical release because it was a Roku exclusive and Roku were cheap shits. But Jerry Seinfeld's terrible self-indulgent Pop-Tarts mockumentary movie is probably going to get at least a small theatrical run because it's on Netflix. So Weird Al's genuinely impressive movie that was one of the best movies of the year it came out was not eligible for the Oscars because it didn't get a theatrical run.
My whole thing is this, right? Hear me out. Everyone in the hood doesn't even watch that shit because they don't represent, the correct shit.
Like, to give you an idea of how terrible Jerry Seinfeld's Pop-Tarts movie is, he's advertising it as not approved by Kellogg's, but then Kellogg's is just using it to promote, is doing cross-promotion with it on their social media anyway. So it's like, oh, it's the movie Kellogg's doesn't want you to see, except they do want you to see it.
Hurry up.
Like Jerry Seinfeld's genuinely been pissing me off lately because he's gone on the whole like, oh, everyone's too sensitive. You can't do edgy humor like back in my day. And I'm like, you're Jerry Seinfeld. You've never done anything edgy.
Yeah.
The only thing edgy he's ever done has been that haircut.
The only thing edgy he's ever done was dating a 17-year-old when he was 36.
Oh,
and I'm not making that up.
No, you're not. I want to say one of the latest things of his that's ever been edgy has been the plot of the Bee movie.
You're flying by with the seat of your ass.
No, I mean, think about it. How would a relationship between a human and a bee work?
Very poorly. Then again, as we know from the famous song by Huey Lewis and His News, it's hip to fuck bees.
All I'm going to say is Sonic 06 says hi.
Yeah, but that's not a bee, that's a hedgehog.
A
human-sized hedgehog. A relatively human-sized hedgehog as opposed to a bee-sized bee.
Both sentient, but what's gonna be the one that fucked the human?
Well, technically, Sonic didn't fuck a human because that story spoiler alert for Sonic 06. Sonic 06 erases itself from canon in its ending. So all the people that are still pissing and moaning over 16 years later about Sonic 06 being bad, it's okay. It erased itself from history at the end of its own story. It's not like it's going to have any impact. Yeah, it was rewind time. It was just missing Will Smith. Instead, it had Akon.
I mean, to be fair, I'd rather Akon.
See, I'm not getting into it. I'm not going to get into it.
It was Akon doing a remix of a genuinely good song and ruining it.
Oh, I wasn't even talking about that.
Okay, we got fuel for the flamethrower. We've got basically no health left. Time to fight.
Let's
Just
do it!
like America!
America!
Fuck yeah!
How do I use the flamethrower?
Very
Aim and
carefully.
fire.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. You have to hold the R button to use firearms.
You gotta firmly grasp it.
Firmly grasp it!
But
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
die.
am. Nothing's happening.
I'm gonna die, and given that I saved halfway through the stage, because there's only one save point in this stage, at least I'll know what I'm doing now.
But if you throw a fish into the ring,
We will have finally seen that the rain has gone away.
Oh yeah, that's right, we've got Kevin.
Damn it, Kevin.
Alright, it's okay. It's time to play as Adventure-era Sonic. I shit you not. That is the voice actor in this game. Yeah, and you can revive dead characters from the hub menu. Or from the hub area. Alright, time to see what Kevin can do. From what I've heard, it's not much.
ah!
I have to get the fuel
What
for the
can Kevin
flamethrower
do?
again.
What can Kevin do? Be a disappointment.
Insane
Hey,
platforming.
hey.
Yeah, especially considering that you can't move in midair, and the jump button is on X on a Dreamcast controller, which is like pressing square to jump on a PlayStation controller.
Oh.
And the camera is this zoomed in.
Just pee on the ground and let the worm eat the pee.
Like, granted, part of the view is because of the preset I'm using on my retro tank, but it's not cutting off that much of the bottom view. Good night, JKR.
Night.
Night, dude.
Don't let the Hojos bite.
But it's their fetish.
Okay,
Why are
round
we-
2, motherfucker.
Why were we running on the same brain cell?
Dude, I thought it was 2 a.m. for a moment.
It's 11.
What is time?
A big ball of wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff.
Actually, it's more like a rug, really.
Built of many fibers.
I just know that from the epic rap battle of history between the Doctor and Doc Brown. Will you stand still so I can hit you?
No. Use a Molotov cocktail.
I don't have Molotov cocktails. I have to use the flamethrower. This flamethrower sucks, dude.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's
When I hit her.
I did not.
Okay, we're getting close. Also getting close to dying from bleeding out.
That's what she said.
That's not a good thing for her to say.
Oh, right, I said wait.
Wait, hold up.
The worm just straight up has no sound effect? Yeah, sound design's great, isn't it?
Amazing.
Award winning.
There we go, we killed the worm. Now let's watch our victory scene.
Yeah, it's a trip, Uncle Funkle. Let's say you accidentally scream out. Me jumping all out the back.
Would you make me a sandwich?
Back to hell. Hey, you young one. Thank
That timing of the face would go to hell. Look, oh shit.
So it's like, we can finally be together forever. Let's go back to hell. Yeah, now the ghost of the farmer and the worm can be united together forever in hell.
Hell is so lovely this time of year.
What is this fucking game? It's Illbleed. That is the only answer. That is the only acceptable answer. It's Illbleed.
It's Thursday at night. Or is it Wednesday? I don't even know anymore.
It's still Tuesday.
Taco Thursday.
Hey, but how do I get to the goal if it's blocked?
Very carefully. With some boomsticks.
I was saying, what the serious is, right?
I can't use the flamethrower.
I just keep hearing that.
Why he moaning like that? Because he's bleeding out.
I didn't do a thing.
Wise.
Why what?
He's bleeding
No, I
out
said
and he's
lies.
low on health. Seriously, what do I do?
Okay. I have the thing here. Alright, let me see. Don't leave yet. What do I Alright. Get one of those green gas tanks from behind the fuel drums and head for the car parked in front of the convenience store.
Oh, okay, that's simple. If I can get there without fucking dying. I have to walk as slowly as possible to keep from raising my bleed meter even more. And because I'm bleeding so much, I'm also gradually losing health.
Meanwhile, sadly in the background, you hear Carry On My Wayward Son be playing.
Here comes the sun.
That's the wrong song.
Supernatural. Which apparently there is like a Russian indie studio that's working on a Supernatural game.
But why?
It looks beautiful, but
why?
Is it a little late to start cashing in on Supernatural?
Look, with some of the Supernatural hardcore fans, you throw up anything that's Supernatural, they will jump on it.
I know some hardcore fans.
I had to learn how to tie a tie just because I was rooming with a Supernatural cosplayer at one convention. She didn't know how to tie a tie, so she expected that I would know how to tie a tie. So I had to look up a YouTube tutorial on how to tie a tie, and then I tied the tie backwards because it turns out it's very hard to figure out how to tie a tie on someone when you're not tying it on yourself.
Yeah.
Did you manage to tie the tie?
I tied it backwards, and instead of just taking it off and flipping it around, I untied the whole thing and started over.
Okay, so you
Because
that was tied backward just to retie it. Properly.
That's the tie thing to do.
I should have done the nostalgia critic thing of just pre-tying a tie and then just wearing it very loose so it's easy to take off and put back on. Like, Doug Walker has said he does not know how to tie a tie, so he just has a tie pre-tied.
I know how to tie a tie, but very simply.
I mean, that's what I did when I did Jigen.
I want to do a pantsless character.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
Now them
Really?
Duke boys
No
have been in
shatter?
all sorts of trouble. Your prize is...
Afterwards, Nick turned himself in and served 35 years in prison.
Okay, I got $65,650, considering the condition I was in. Okay, that stage is done. Good.
Yay.
Now let's go to the hospital so we can revive Eriko.
Eriko or Erica?
It's Eriko. Want a resuscitating operation? How much does it cost? Are you gonna tell me how much it costs?
I heard how much does it cost?
So you're just not going to tell me how much it costs. You're just going to tell me I don't have enough money. In that case...
Yes.
We're doing it again.
Oh, God.
Now that I know what to do!
So you can hopefully avoid dying.
Yes.
Have you seen these heart-shaped panties?
No!
What kind of accent was that?
Yeah, it's like drunk Fran Drescher.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I think you're going a little crazy.
Crazy. I was crazy once. They put me in a rubber room with rats. Rats made me crazy.
Fiddlesticks.
What about those sticks?
The fiddle.
Was it made of gold?
But is
They're made out of tacos.
I don't know why I
Then
keep
there's just a
pausing to
crunch
go to the
wraps
map.
are
You can
pretty-
just press Y.
Because why not?
But we're not playing Pokemon Gen 2. Or is that Gen 3? That's Gen 3.
Why 4? I don't know.
Wycom. As I
Somewhere.
often say.
Somewhere. Somewhere. Hey, hurry up! Hey, hurry up! Somewhere!
What makes someone a criminal in Night City? Get
They'll
it,
get
cop.
caught. I mean, shit, I'd be in jail ASAP. Have you seen some of the modifications? Like, oh my.
As someone who's played the tabletop game, let's just say there's a modification you could get called the
Wait,
I don't remember what it's actually called.
wait. Is it PG-13?
It's a below the belt modification.
No. Let's get that to something else.
Oh, I remember the name now, and it's not a vulgar name. It's a PG. It's a PG-13 name.
Okay.
It was called Mr. Stud.
I mean, I've heard of worse in tabletop RPGs. Like, just browse through the overly rambly tome that is the rulebook for Fatal, and you'll find all sorts of depraved shit and genuinely terrible game mechanics. Like, oh, I want to roll my character. And by roll my character, I mean you have to literally decide every facet of your character, from their stats to their race and gender and class, by dice rolls.
I mean, that's an option in Cyberpunk, but that's an optional thing.
This is the only way you're allowed to do it in Fatal. And they're not like... They're obnoxious dice rolls, too. Like, what are the dice roll... for the dice roll option for rolling your character in Cyberpunk, what kind of dice do you have to roll?
D10s.
Try 4D100s.
Nope.
And then also having to do math on top of that, with like adding and subtracting and sometimes dividing and multiplying.
I mean, you'd be good for a position.
There are regular mechanics in Fatal that require you to do like fucking like trigonometry.
It's
No.
hard enough right now. I'm adjusting to the 2d6 system for Powered by the Apocalypse.
Whenever you cast a spell and you roll whatever is considered a critical failure, you have to then roll a second time another 4d100 in order to decide what the negative effect of your critical failure is. And one of the negative effects you can get is that you cast the spell Fatal, which destroys the world and ends the campaign.
Oh.
I need to get some water.
Get some water. Hydrate before you dehydrate.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
I'm always a wreck.
Yeah, especially tonight.
What?
This whole stream's been a train wreck.
What?
Say what again?
Billy Mays here. We did not order.
What, motherfucker?
Got dipping sticks. It doesn't matter. Damn it.
Uh.
We did not order any fucking pizza. Can we at least just...
I will not cook you any chicken nuggets.
But they're talking about pizza and dipping sticks.
What? What about the special icing?
But Billy Mays didn't order any fucking pizza. That's what he was just telling Walter White.
But his name's on the receipt.
This is the most chaotic stream I've seen yet. I'm here for it. No, the most chaotic stream we've had yet was the Final Fantasy VII stream where we did Junon. Nothing's ever gonna top that until we get to Junon in Rebirth, where we get to hear the marching theme played by an actual orchestra.
Yeah, I'm about to say, if I'm not mistaken, didn't like during that stream we just like all ended up spamming the same thing.
You all ended up spamming like the same redeems all in a row. I think it was that Wanted Dead with the ramen. Oh yeah, Wanted Dead with the ramen part. Apparently they've been like frequently releasing patches for Wanted Dead to try and rebalance it so it's less shit, which, you know, kudos to the devs for not just abandoning it.
Rachel's babies still live.
In me.
Are you saying you have worms?
In me. I didn't say inside of me. All I said was in me.
Attention to the back. Yeah, I pay plenty of attention to the back when I have sufficient back to pay attention to.
I don't have any change.
We're not talking about change. We're talking about big booty.
But we're not talking about chemistry? I
keep being so turned around in this section because, like, half the time when I escape, it turns me in the wrong direction.
Dude, is it wrong I heard your disappointment?
Yes. I mean, no, it's not wrong. It's a... Why? Why? Just let me go!
But we haven't told you about your car warranty yet. Okay. Hold on, miss. Here's the thing.
Fucking hell.
It's funny
Doc,
to finish. Hey, Ari.
Yes.
Hey, hurry up. Hey, hurry up.
You know what? Time to get the Angie face.
I'm scared. I'm gonna go hide in the corner. Hide in the corner.
Angie face achieved.
No.
Yes, you are stuck with the Angie face.
I'm hiding.
You wouldn't wipe me when I'm angry.
Here, what are you doing?
Have a good night, Dash Cat.
Coming.
I could have a joke for that, but I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
So you say you're not gonna release it?
No, I was gonna say. Yeah, but I'm trying so hard to be good.
So you're saying you're not naughty.
No, I'm saying stop plastering the walls. I know I've already got a judging look from Ari from that.
Disappoint me.
But
That
you
wasn't even a
love
good
me.
joke.
Never said it was.
You built it up like it was going to be something hilarious, and it was just limp.
And it didn't have enough caulking.
I can use a good caulking. Some of the tiles are really fucked.
You know, I've heard a debate that apparently when it comes to bathroom work, that black caulk is better to use than white caulk.
As opposed to
I can't take this seriously because it's just making me think of a classic CS188 YouTube poop where like it's based on a advertisement for a local foundation repair business.
No,
we were satisfied with all the caulk that we saved. I would recommend them to anybody. And what was the bit they made the narrator say? I'm trying to remember. Because it's been a while since I've watched this one. It's called No One Needs Foundation Repair. Fuck, I can't remember how it goes off the top of my head. I just know part of it is like, oh yeah, it's like, when you want foundation repair, and you like to save a lot of money, right? And you like to suck a lot of caulk, right? Then you should call Sis.
I can use some extra caulk around the house.
They did whatever it took to get the Dodge.
These damn goblins.
It's motherfucking goblins on this motherfucking road.
No. These, keep in mind, these are supposed to be wild monkeys, right?
They're the M's from Castlevania.
No, hear me out. You know how I was talking about the TV edit of Snakes on a Plane last time?
Yeah.
I've had it with these monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane. And what are we doing? We're monkey fighting. All right.
Cool.
Attention to the back. Seriously, the English in this game is top tier.
All it's saying is wash your booty. Okay, Proto? You know it's also toward me because I got a big booty.
I've tried watching my butt before. It's very hard when you can't have your eye on your butt and focus on where you're going at the same time. That's an instance where I feel like having two heads would be very useful.
Yeah.
And then there's this bitch!
The one monster girl no one wants.
For stuff like this, I need to get a clip. I need to get that clip that Some Call Me Johnny uses of Gilbert Gottfried going, "What an asshole!" All right, I need some coffee to calm my nerves. I know, the exact opposite of what you would usually do to calm your nerves, but whatever.
It tastes good. And sometimes, you know, to calm your nerves, you just need to be able to taste something that you enjoy. It tastes good.
There we go. Coffee achieved.
There's the logic.
What?
Come on, we can make it to the next screen. We can do it. Oh, god damn it.
I picked things up and sat them down.
I did not. Was that English?
It was.
Was that words?
Yeah.
It was something.
I put things up and I put them down. I think it was worse.
I don't even.
But do you odd?
David,
I cannot divide.
crap.
You mitochondria!
Restaurant employees.
Mitochondria is not a kind of math.
Rachel, she was always your
Yes.
Mitochondria
I
is the
cannot
powerhouse
even-
of the cell.
I cannot microtransaction.
Okay, you divide by -24.
I don't know if
Maybe.
it's just like Discord or like my Bluetooth headphones fucking up a bit, but I could have sworn you said I cannot Michael transaction.
I cannot microtransaction.
Michael transactions is what Sega needs to pay in order to get that remaster of Sonic 3 and Knuckles to have the proper soundtrack.
When your eyes are closed, it sounds so much worse. Like, holy fuck.
Especially given that this is Rouge the Bat's voice
Thank you.
actress.
If you hadn't have shown up, God knows what that slimy monkey would have done to me.
Oh.
You were the one who was calling for help.
I mean, given that one of the monkeys earlier was using the horror monitor as X-ray specs,
From now on, I am with Arikado.
like I said, these are not monkeys. These are goblins. They are goblinoid in behavior.
So they're gobkies. Are they mumblies?
They are the degenerate goblins.
I mean, that's a goblin, though.
Well, I can tell you this. They're certainly not the goblins that are Jared.
But if I told you I could single-handedly take care of the goblin race right now?
We don't condone genocide on these streams.
No, not like that. Whoa! Whoa! I was not thinking that. I was not talking about doing that to goblins. I was thinking more about making the population explode. I was on Horny Street, not What the Fuck Lane. I was on Horny, not What the Fuck Lane.
How did I get this disease?
What the fuck?
How will I my loved ones?
You get a boner.
You may be entitled to financial
The bone is dead. It's a boneless chicken tendon now.
But what about the boneless pizza?
What about the gluten-free bread? I don't care if it's free. Just take the gluten out the damn bread.
I'm contemplating life here and that.
It's from the same person who made boneless pizza.
By the way, fun fact, since we're also on the topic of goblins, I have apparently learned how David Bowie had the pants bulge on stage while in the movie.
Okay. What about it?
Apparently, David Bowie was not actually able to, do the ball or juggling things, so he always had someone behind him that, did it while he walked and stuff. And apparently, when you're wearing tight pants like that, you start to get a little ripe.
Yeah.
So, being self-conscious in between takes, he took a bowl of potpourri and stuffed it in his pants.
I mean, that's normal. I would do the same thing.
And Jim Henson loved it so much that told him, dude, keep it in. Keep it in.
Worker. I can't even
Have a good night, Shadow Dragon.
Good night, Shadow Dragon.
Don't ever come back. You hear me?
Was that words?
Yeah. It's English.
It's Tanglish?
English.
It's Anglish?
I thought it was Saxon.
I will fight you both. I'm the big cock around here. But I thought, no one wants to fuck with the big cock here.
You know what? You know what the big cock needs, though? Hawk Shore. Non-toxic to man, non-toxic to cocks.
You read my brain.
made from coffee, capsicum, and neem.
Neem.
I swear, my feathers became shinier. Sure? Cock!
Yes, I'll take 2. I'll take 2 cocks. Oh, wait.
I can't remember where you get the baby bottle.
I was just thinking about cocks.
Yes, I know you were. You said it out loud.
Get the fuck out my brain.
There we go. That's where we get the baby bottle. I'm not in your brain. You're saying these things out loud.
Huh?
Wait, that's... I was looking for that. It's my dear...
Yeah.
It's
All right,
my
let's raid
bed.
let's raid the shelves.
It's Supermarket Sweet.
I found a YouTube poop of Supermarket Suite and a couple other classic game shows.
Interesting.
It's part of the Price is Right series.
Ah.
In fact, the Things did an extended compilation of the Price is Right trilogy, along with Jeopardy's Tooth.
We'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water.
Yes, you should have
The
some
water.
Have some what?
water.
Water?
I didn't say it with a British accent.
What you mean?
Okay, now you're going Australian.
Where the fuck you think I was from?
New Jersey.
Why is it new?
Because there was an old Jersey, and then they made a new one. Which is the opposite of New Zealand, where there was no old Zealand. Damn it.
Strength empty.
Yeah, that's what it says when you run out of health. And you can't heal mid-battle.
Let's take a moment to appreciate the fact that they actually, colored and designed the hairband, the clip that she has on her hair.
Yep.
Any
it's a
laser,
simple texture. It's a
yeah,
simple texture,
like
but
any
it's still appreciated.
Oh yeah, like any lazy artist that would have rushed through it would have just said, "Nah, we're just gonna color in the hair and be done." hell, they even have like the shadow for her shoulder blades on the back.
Yep.
I never got up to get water.
Do it.
I'm over here wondering why I didn't get the fuck up.
So get up and do it.
Kier, you're going to go hydrate.
Do it.
Kier, go get water. Be a good boy and go get water.
I'm kind of bratty.
We're not doing this.
I'm gonna be right back.
I win.
You win nothing.
Go get water. What's funny is that this is one of those games that I'm sitting here and I'm watching this and I'm like, I'm kind of sad that there's not like a new console like re-release for it.
Yeah, the problem is, like, since the company's been defunct for like 20 years, who has the rights to it? If anything, I could see like Devolver or Pico or Limited Run picking this up.
Oh yeah. And on that thought as well of like defunct series and stuff, is it sad that I'm realizing that Assassin's Creed Shadows is the closest I'm going to get to a Tenchu?
Yep. Well, I've heard that, what's it called? Ghost of Tsushima is pretty close. Not Ghost of Tsushima, Sekiro is pretty close to a Tenchu.
It's like a Tenchu meets Souls.
Well, of course it's going to be something meets Souls. It's from FromSoft. Like, they make two things these days. Armored Core and Souls-likes.
So it's like really the only two games that is currently out at the moment are that kind of scratch your itch are Ghost of Tsushima and Sekiro.
Yeah.
But still, I would just love to see Rikimaru and Ayane again.
I mean, here I am watching Capcom continue to do nothing with Beautiful Joe for 20 years. Not even re-releasing it on modern platforms. Like, just doing nothing with it.
Just sitting on it.
Just sitting on it, and when Platinum Games allegedly approaches them about making a Beautiful Joe 3, they reject it because Beautiful Joe's been absent from the gaming scene for so long that people don't know what Beautiful Joe is. I'm like, motherfuckers, that's your fault.
Yeah, it's like you could reintroduce Beautiful Joe.
Literally the only thing from Clover that they've made any attempt to preserve is Okami. Yeah. And that's not to discount Okami. Okami's great. But Clover made other things besides Okami.
And it's like, you know, like, yes, it's been ages since the last Tenchu game. We could totally reintroduce it. We'll start from the beginning of the story and new gameplay mechanics.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
it's weird that Capcom seems to, like with Capcom in particular, because I have a lot of complaints with them as a fan of stuff like Mega Man and Beautiful Joe. Like, they'll be like, oh, this X series has, X meaning, not meaning Mega Man X, but just insert series here, has been absent from the gaming scene for too long, so we need to, like, test the waters to see whether it's worth investing in a sequel or a reboot or whatever. And I'm like, Okay, but Dragon's Dogma, a game that never really found anything but a cult audience when it came out, is enough to get a AAA sequel?
Yeah.
And be like your big tentpole release for the first couple quarters of 2024?
Yeah.
That's not to say Dragon's Dogma is bad, but no one gave a shit about Dragon's Dogma when it came out.
Like, I will admit, Dragon's Dogma 2 looks really good.
It looks good, apart from the PC version, apparently.
Oh.
Critical tried to stream Dragon's Dogma 2 on Steam on its release night, and it crashed multiple times just on the character creator.
It's kind of like, let's face it, I tried to play Valorant at one point because a friend wanted me to play, and I gave up on it because it goes, oh, hey, you need to modify a setting on your motherboard. I go to modify the setting, and it still goes, nope, you need to go set it. But I did. Spent 2 hours on it, and I went, nope, not playing Valorant.
Another one that kind of baffles me as to like how they're willing to give it so many chances is like, yeah, I get Monster Hunter has always been super popular in Japan and other parts of Asia, but they continued to push it in the West even though it was a cult series until Monster Hunter World came out.
It really was.
Meanwhile, they're like, oh, Mega Man's too niche because it doesn't sell AAA titles despite literally never having a AAA budget. So it's not a priority.
I mean, granted, if they were to give a Mega Man game a AAA budget, they could make a killer Mega Man game.
Yeah, if they gave like a Mega Man Legends remake the same kind of time, budget, and scope that their Resident Evil remakes have gotten, it would sell gangbusters.
Oh yeah. I mean,
but they don't want to take that risk because they're basing this off of like very skewed sales projections where no matter how well it sells, it's still not enough because it doesn't sell as much as Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Which even Resident Evil doesn't sell as much as they want it to.
Yeah. And like
I remember those headlines. I remember those headlines after Resident Evil 7 came out, where they said it was a sales disappointment because it didn't sell 4 million copies on its first week.
I mean, part of it I will say when it came to Resident Evil 1 and 0 remakes was kind of like,
thank you.
We stuck with the old controls instead of updating. Then we came to Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 when they updated it, and I'm like, okay, this is wonderful. This is great. I am having fun with this because I am on a modern system.
Well, the Resident
now.
Evil 1 and 0, remember, the Resident Evil 1 remake predates Resident Evil 4, so of course they were going to stick with the old tank control style.
Yeah.
And
but,
Resident Evil 0 also predates
revisit...
Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, like if they were to go back and revisit both of those and update them, they would do very well.
Yeah, but I'm kind of sick of the Resident Evil remakes at this point, because we've gotten more remakes in the past decade than we've gotten, like, new entries in the storyline. Like, since Resident Evil 7 came out, we've gotten one sequel and, what, 3 remakes of old games?
Yeah.
And now they're apparently talking about Resident Evil 5 being their next remake and still not doing Code Veronica?
I don't want to Code Veronica.
Code Veronica needs some love.
Yes.
Code Veronica would benefit from a remake.
Yes.
It really would.
But, no, it's like Resident Evil 5 takes place after Resident Evil 4, so that's gotta be next time. Like, you skipped from 3 to 4. So why does the series order matter suddenly?
Mm-hmm.
Baby bottle pop. Baby bottle
Also,
pop.
like, even just on how they handle Resident Evil, they keep trying to shoehorn in these dog shit multiplayer modes to every new Resident Evil game.
They
we
are
were
terrible.
doing number 5, I think, at one point, weren't we?
Multiplayer was a paid extra in 5. You had to pay for the multiplayer mode on top of the full game.
Which is ridiculous.
And the multiplayer was shit because it's like, oh, a deathmatch with Resident Evil 5 controls, which basically amounts to it just turns into a game of happy slaps.
Don't ever come back. You hear me?
Happy slaps. You hear me?
But, like, they keep trying to shoehorn in all these objectively terrible multiplayer modes, and meanwhile, everyone's like, dude, just give us some sort of updated release with modern online for Outbreak.
I was looking for that. It's
Yeah.
dear Rachel's nursing bottle. Oh,
It's like I'm still upset that Umbrella Corps.
Nurse her with this bottle.
It was fun,
Look up at me.
but it just was not good enough to keep
I
going.
guess you're not from the Draught Corporation. Please come inside. I have
Like, the thing is, they keep trying to, with the multiplayer modes, they keep aiming for making an esport instead of making it a cooperative experience.
Yeah.
Like,
And Resident Evil does not work as competitive multiplayer.
Yeah.
it really doesn't. Like, if you were to play Operation Raccoon City, that worked pretty well as a co-op. As long as you had players and not, NPC teammates that just stand in the fire, taking damage as you're going through an elevator. Why are you standing in the fire? Get out of the fire! The fire hurts!
Water in the fire! Why?
Because it's warm!
But yeah, it's fun multiplayer because every character has their own unique abilities, essentially, that go along with their class. What? I will
So
admit,
funny.
I hate the boost for Raccoon City, though.
Would Raccoon City survive Rap Kitty City?
No, the Rhapsody Street Kids would totally destroy anything from Raccoon City because they're more terrifying. Like, the survivors of Raccoon City and, like, the Umbrella Corps and all that, they're used to fighting biologically engineered weapons. BOW, zombies, that kind of stuff. They're not used to fighting demons.
Mutant worms.
Baby cow.
Come to you. That's it. Bludgeon him to death.
Of the steel chair.
Nah, this isn't
No, with a steel pipe.
This isn't Eric. This is Erico.
Erifco?
So I was thinking of ordering one of those mind erasing kits.
Yeah?
See, if we use the mind erasing kits to erase our memories of being tired, then we won't be tired anymore.
Why am I so drained?
Don't mind me sitting here thinking, how is a skeleton hanging intact?
With glue?
That's when you find out that that's not actually his corpse. They just replaced his hanging corpse with a, like, Halloween store skeleton. For the
Halloween
skeleton.
You know, just to keep up the creepy ambiance and scare away intruders.
That's something I would do.
Like, that's canonically the reason why Castle Grayskull is in the shape of a skull. It's to ward off intruders.
Yeah!
But we know who's really behind all this, don't we?
Red herring!
Yeah! Who invade this kid? It's Superman!
The returner.
Yes, the returner.
If we're using the Pokemon move Return, it doesn't work against ghost types.
That reminds me, I need to grab my
But we're
Switch
fighting
here
bug
and
types, so
finish
that
up
doesn't matter.
Pokemon. You know what's effective against bug types? Flamethrowers.
I got
Yes.
them by giant boat.
Fire. Fire.
Fire. Yeah.
I haven't seen Beavis and Butthead.
Remember to use caution if you piss fire. What?
As a repissant fire, you might want to contact the last person you dated.
If you're pissing fire, I hear they have pills for... They have pills to help alleviate that.
Just help me, man.
This is your reminder to please get checked. Your health is important.
Your call is very unimportant to us.
You will hang
Please
up the
stay
call
on
in
the
3
line.
hours.
Please stay on the line. Hold on.
I can help you with that. Please stay on the line while I connect you to someone who can help you with that.
Please stay on the line. Make sure your pants
Ma'am,
off.
please stay. Ma'am, please remain calm. Your CD tray is not a cup holder. I cannot help you clear your browser cache. No, I am not in India.
No, your phone does not have 57 viruses that browser page says.
It actually has 400,000 viruses.
Sir, what have you been doing on your phone? I feel like you need therapy.
Sir, you did not win
Yeah.
the iPad that the pop-up ad said that you won.
But I need the anime dice. The dice
Yeah, I got it.
is nice.
I gotta get the flamethrower.
The flamethrower. It throws flames.
This is my Flammenwerfer. It werfs Flammen.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Buzz.
This is a
Storage
Panzerfaust.
Buzz.
It faust Panzers.
What's in the box? How much is in the box? Storage Buzz.
I go for some nuts.
Helsing Bridge will forever live in my head.
I still haven't seen it because I still haven't seen Helsing Ultimate. or
I'm
Hellsing.
just thinking. I seen the bridge, but I was actually thinking. I don't even know what I'm thinking.
Ultimate is worth it. Ultimate is worth it.
Didn't they not finish Ultimate?
I don't know.
Like they didn't do the whole
finished up to a
story.
certain-
Like
Yeah,
they didn't do the whole story of Hellsing in Ultimate. They just kind of stopped.
Yeah. Kind of like where the original run of Hellsing, it just kind of diverged from the manga. And then when it came to Ultimate, I think the studio was like, yo, no, we're not going to keep doing this. We need to work on other projects. So, to finish it, you have to go to the manga.
Have you ever wondered why they abridged Hellsing Ultimate instead of the original Hellsing? Because I know the
Ultimate
reason.
went harder.
No. It's because the footage in Ultimate was easier to work with because it wasn't so jittery.
Interesting.
Like Kaiser Neko, who edits most of the Team 4-Star stuff, has talked about how he tried working with the original Hellsing's footage, and it was just a nightmare to try and stabilize it so it wasn't constantly jittering around when he was trying to lip sync stuff. Also, I have a funny story of, not my funny story, but just a funny story that Kaiser Neko was told before about a convention appearance he had. Like, Kaiser's openly gay, right? He's married to his husband.
Okay.
He has a hat that he likes to wear at convention appearances that says Bara, which is like sort of like a gay Japanese thing, basically like big burly men.
Yeah.
He was at convention appearance and he had like this kid come up to him and say, "I like your bear hat."
Oh, sweet summer child. Oh, sweet summer child. Nobody returns.
No one returns straight, that is.
No one returns my calls. I've been trying to get in touch with the DMV for weeks now. I just want to order some chicken nuggets.
Why are you ordering chicken nuggets from the DMV?
Why not?
Because I might as well get something to eat while I'm there.
You know they're going to charge you like $7 cash for that on top of it.
Who uses cash? Besides drug
That's
dealers.
what I was wondering. Like I went to get my license plate, and they were like,
I used this for my glasses, for my exam. Fuck you.
On top of paying with everything else on with my card, it's like, yeah, we need a $7 fee. Yo, what? Can't you just do it on my card? No, we need it in cash. Yo, what?
Cash is for squares. Cash is a scam by the paper industry.
That's a scam by the Federal Reserve. Because they are not a government agency. They're actually a private agency.
Math is a scam by the numbers industry.
Well, this seems like a good time for Electric Six song. Fire the disco!
I don't know Electric Six. I only know F6.
All I know is something about Taco Bell.
Fire, that's a Taco Bell. Yeah, if you've never seen the video for High Voltage, it's interesting.
The lead singer of Eve 6 is apparently pretty awesome. He was on a podcast I sometimes listen to called Even More News, where they were talking with him about how Spotify fucks over artists.
Yeah.
They really do.
And I was actually thinking, I can't, or something
word.
Something dark side. Something complete.
Something killer worm. No.
Now do all that again, because they only put one fucking save point in this stage.
Chipped. Rigged, I say.
We've been Smeckledorfed.
Like, you can't even go back and, like, save after grabbing everything, or?
I can, but I'd have to go through all those randomly spawning worms again.
At least you already know what to do.
Yeah.
Ba-doop. It'd be funny if you just stand there and you look at that one billboard and your heart rate goes up.
Which one billboard? There's multiple.
That one there, the Hassie.
Oh, the Hassie, yeah. Apparently, now from what I've read, and I may be wrong about this, but the Hassie thing is a callback to their previous game, Blue Stinger.
Huh. I don't know whenever companies do like little throwbacks to old projects or, you know.
I say their previous game, it's more like the only other game they made.
A short-lived studio that had good potential. Because I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy B-rated horror films.
Yeah, specifically theming this game after like shitty B movies was brilliant. Because there were so many, like the late 90s, early 2000s had so many shitty horror games in it that were trying to ape Resident Evil. This one's like, okay, if Resident Evil was trying to, was inspired by like Evil Dead and Night of the Living Dead and stuff like that, then ours is going to be inspired by like Puppet Master and you know, just all those shitty direct-to-video horror movies that you find clogging the horror section of your local video store.
Or in the vaults.
The ones that are never, the ones that Blockbuster always has in stock because nobody rents them.
Also, fun thing, if you ever want to see a decently good, bad New Zealand horror film, Black Sheep.
If you want to see a decently good, bad New Zealand horror film from a legendary director who's not really associated with horror nowadays, watch either Bad Taste or Dead Alive.
Oh.
Which were both directed by Peter Jackson before he made Lord of the Rings.
Oh. And let's be honest, when it came to the Lord of the Rings, they just read the books and went, let's make this 2 movies.
I mean, apparently it took a long time for Lord of the Rings movies to get made because there were several attempts to get them made throughout previous decades that all fell apart in one way or the other.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, a lot of people know about the Ralph Bakshi adaptation of the first two books that were condensed into one movie, and then he never got to make his third one. But, like, there was also an attempt by the Beatles back in the 60s to make a Lord of the Rings adaptation.
Really?
Where they would have starred in it.
Oh.
But that never got off the ground because they broke up.
Ah, yeah.
Would Ringo have been Samwise?
I don't know, but if I remember correctly, John was supposed to be Gandalf.
Oh.
And the very first adaptation of a Tolkien work was an animated short film. And I say animated and short film very loosely, based on The Hobbit, made by legendary animator Gene Deitch. The circumstances around it are very interesting because it was supposed to be like this really elaborate animated adaptation. But the studio behind it were like dragging their feet on getting it made. And the rights were about to expire, so they hired Gene Deitch to make what in the industry is known as an ashcan copy, where it's something cheaply and shittily made just to hold on to the rights for something, even if you don't plan on doing anything with it for a while. A similar example of an ashcan copy would be the 90s Fantastic Four movie that was never officially released, but you can find bootlegs of very easily. But like the reason they decided to cheaply and shittily adapt The Hobbit the way they did was because the studio executive, studio executives famously being honest and truthful people, right?
Yeah.
He looked at the terms of the contract with the Tolkien estate for their adaptation of The Hobbit. It never said what medium it had to be in, and never said how long it had to be.
Oh.
So they went with a super low budget. I say animated loosely because it's barely animated. It's more like a slideshow. It's basically a slideshow with narration that's only 12 minutes long.
Because I know there's an animated one.
There's an animated Hobbit movie by Ralph Bakshi as well.
And I think that was narrated by Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah, that's the Ralph Bakshi one. The Gene Deitch one you can find on YouTube for free because it's public domain now.
Gotta love when stuff goes public domain.
Yeah. Except for when people decide, like, oh, it's public domain, so we're gonna make, like, the edgy version of it. Like, yeah, it has some kind of inherent funny value to it in it existing, but the end product is almost invariably terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Like, did anyone really expect Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey to be good?
Yeah.
I have not watched that one yet.
I want
it won the Razzie for Worst Picture.
I'd say the last horror movie I watched, and it was odd and confusing, was Benny Loves You.
The last horror movie I watched, and it's been a while since I've watched really that many movies, but the last horror movie I watched was Tetsuo the Iron Man.
Oh, that's a classic.
Yeah, that is a really good movie. Like, one of the few horror movies I've seen where it actually got under my skin. Not just due to the premise, but due to, like, how it's edited. It's done in a really interesting way with minimal dialogue, very harsh sound effects, and like interesting use of stop motion with real people.
Nice.
And of course, tons of
Okay,
prosthetics for the titular man turning into a pile of scrap metal. Girdle, hello.
Oh, hey, horse.
Girdle, hello.
Girdle,
Yes,
Girdle.
we're playing Illbleed, and we've been stuck on this stage because my main girl keeps dying, and I don't have enough money to resuscitate her, and she's the only one who's worth playing in this game.
She's the only one that's worth a damn.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I keep and there's only one save point in this stage. So I keep having to reset every time she dies. Because this stage is a pain in the ass. And it's only level 2.
I thought this stage was good.
Go to bed.
Who?
You.
Me?
Yes.
Why?
Because you're being put in timeout. Why is there only one save point? That's just bad game design. Yes, it is.
Why time out for the uncle joke?
Wait.
I can pick that flower up with my butt cheeks.
You see, stuff like that is why you're going in the corner.
Grandpa, stop telling us about the time you worked at the carnival.
Passed your driving exam? Congratulations!
Congratulations. Just know that everyone on the road are jerks.
Yeah, I was so nervous about learning how to drive when it was time for me to learn how to drive. I put it off until, like, my last year of high school.
What's weird is I learned how to drive when I was 11.
Like, I took driver's ed my first year of high school, but I didn't, like, take the driving exam until, like, I was getting ready to graduate, basically.
Wow, okay. Yeah, I learned how to drive unofficially. Because I can't. No one can get arrested. But when I was 11, in West Virginia, I learned how to drive with my grandfather.
It's West Virginia. It's West Virginia. It's basically a lawless wasteland there. So, a kid driving there's not going to be the worst thing that happens in West Virginia.
I don't remember if I was 9 or like 12 or something.
I say the worst thing that happened in West Virginia is you get pulled over by the Mothman.
There were no cops were not coming this far in the country where I was at. Or I just say where grandmama was at. Well, great grandmama.
I remember my driving exam was on my birthday when I took it. So, like, I didn't even have to do the whole learner's permit thing. They just, like, gave me the license.
Yeah, it's like I had my learner's permit for a while. I unfortunately was not able to get my license until I was a couple years into college.
Because, like, I took my exam and got my license on my 18th birthday.
Oh.
Like I said, I put it off for a long time. Well, I got my learner's permit. Now I remember. I got my learner's permit the previous summer. Because my birthday's in January.
Oh, so is mine.
Like early January, so
I'm towards the end of January.
So yeah, that's how I was able to do it. It's not like I just skipped an important step. I'm not rich. I don't get to skip parts that everyone else has to do.
Yeah, neither was I. I had to, like, literally, my licensing had to be delayed several years. But then I've managed to finally get it after tutoring at the college for a couple of years.
I remember I made the mistake of trying to help one of my high school friends, who I'm still friends with to this day, thankfully, practice driving using my car. Like, we started practicing, And then we ended practicing immediately because the first thing she did was like it's not like it was a difficult car to drive. It was a 2002 Jeep Liberty.
Oh yeah, those aren't bad.
Yeah. That's a car that I had way longer than I should have, considering how outdated and falling apart it was. But I was like, okay, put on the brakes, hit the brake, and hold on to that, and then shift it into neutral, and then just like ease off the brake, not into neutral, into drive, because you don't really do neutral on modern cars. And just like ease off the brake and get a feel for how it rolls. She follows steps 1 and 2. On step 3, she accidentally slams on the gas and almost runs into a pole right in front of us. And then immediately slams on the brake, and I'm like, yeah, we're done.
I'm worried about this happening when I teach my niece. I mean, she's 17.
God, I'm just scared of the fact that my sister has her license now. My sister's also 17 now. Or she's gonna be turning 17 this year, but she's got her license now. She's driven me to places before. That it doesn't scare me because it's like, oh, I don't want my sister driving. It's like, oh my god, she's almost an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the mood I feel for a lot of things.
Yeah. Well, I also have a moment to say that because I realize my niece is almost an adult. She doesn't have she hasn't gained the working brain common sense yet.
Yeah. That doesn't really come into like 25.
I mean, my sister's always been pretty smart for her age. I remember even when she was like a little kid, she had a lot of really good critical thinking skills.
Okay. Can she teach my niece that? She needs that.
If I don't think she has the time because she's my sister's got a very busy daily schedule, which is part of why I don't get to see her very often. Also, living on the other side of the state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she does theater. She works a part-time job. She goes to school. She does choir.
Oh, good on her. She's keeping herself busy.
And she has a boyfriend that she goes on dates with.
Does that?
And she participates in church. And she participates in church stuff. And she's a cheerleader.
Wow.
Okay, I'm envious. I've never had that much energy when I was that young. Then again, I was the art hermit who also tinkered with tech. So, yeah.
I was just nerdy.
I mean, I was one of the theater kids. For what little theater we had in my school. We only got a theater program during my junior year and senior year. So the first 2 years I was just kind of not doing anything. Well, I was a band kid as well. I was a band kid and a theater kid.
I was suggested by teachers that, hey, I should have gone to the theater towards the end of my high school years, and I'm just like, oh, I didn't think I'd be good. And they're like, no, you would have been good. Oh, well,
yeah, Girdle, the problem
I already got my time tied up.
The problem that we've had with this section is that the jumping's really stiff and awkward, which is weird that they decide to have a whole platforming section that's basically the floor is lava, where if you touch the dirt, you get sucked into an unwinnable boss fight that you have to escape from. Like, this game has a few unwinnable boss fight sections where you're just supposed to run. It just doesn't do a good job of communicating that. Like, I had so much trouble with that in the first stage, where, like, you finally get to the boss of the stage, but he won't die no matter what. and it doesn't really indicate to you in that first stage that you're supposed to run from him that first time.
Oh, the water escape.
Yeah, I'm
With
not
the,
even talking about the water escape. I'm talking about the very first time you run into him where it's just like a regular fight, and no matter what you do, you can't hurt him.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Although the finale of that stage was totally worth it. Just for like where you go into the engineering room and you come across the guy that's working the levers. And it's like, oh yeah, this is all like a theme park attraction, so there would be someone working the controls behind there. Like, how do you get rid of the giant monster that's technically an animatronic, I guess? You kill the guy that's running the animatronic.
Which turns out to be... Well, I'm not going to spoil it.
Bob.
I mean, you hit him with a bat, you knock his head off, and it turns out he was an animatronic too. So, there's like layers to this game.
Layers. It's like a red velvet cake.
It's like an onion. It's like an onion. It's got layers, and the more you peel away at them, the more it stinks.
It stinks in a good way.
Yes, it's that good garbo, as Uncle Derek would say.
That's a fitting description. Good garbo.
Yeah, like I've taken like I'm a big fan of Stop Skeletons from Fighting, or Uncle Derek as he's also known. And I really appreciate as someone who studied game design for a while before shifting to art and animation, I've really taken an appreciation for his philosophy on good and bad games, which is there are no good and bad games. There are just interesting games and uninteresting games.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. We did it.
Yeah.
Now we can finally see this proper scene. Please, no one redeem anything. I want to hear this.
Now we're gonna find out who's behind.
It was red herring.
Rachel, I've missed you.
It freaks me out that Rachel has a baby
That's
voice.
a relief. At last, we can be together forever. Let's go back to hell. Hey, you, young one. Thank you. I'll never forget your kindness.
You're welcome, giant floating blue head.
Oh, they went back to hell.
You know what? This could, you know what? All the, were they on drugs jokes aside, this could pass for an episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh my god. Oh my.
It's really good.
Oh my god. I hate that you're right. I hate that you're right. When you're right, you're right.
All right, we filled the car with gas. Time to put the pedal to the metal. I'm trying to think of it. Yeah, the let's go back to hell together is fucking iconic.
That's right, Sammy. And then just a happy clear.
Your prize is...
Oh, Bell.
Okay, we did better this time. So we get $75,330. Keep in mind, for those of you that were not here for part 1 of the Illbleed stream, the grand prize for completing all of the stages of Illbleed is $100 million.
Now let's
All right,
upgrade the best character.
Yep. Let's see.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
No, Shadow just
Give
looks
her
like a
artificial
nice
plasma. Stamina, definitely. And oh, she's at max heart. Okay, so we can't do that. Not enough money for adrenaline. So we'll spend $80,000 on bleeding and stamina.
Sounds good.
Real life or in the game? If only it was in real life.
It'll be cheaper, honestly.
And now we get to see the operation.
Doctor? Doctor? Doctor?
She's got a pulse.
Does anyone else smell bacon?
No. I want to see if there's any more, like, weird English in here. Because we saw plenty of weird English on those billboards. Godless. What is this game? This is Illbleed for the Sega Dreamcast.
This game is literally purgatory.
But, God, what was that one sign we saw? Godless. Size problem.
I'm gonna go night.
Good.
Right.
You should have a while ago.
What?
You should have gone night a while ago.
No.
I'll say fuck.
I say fuck.
And who could forget all the Dummy Man posters? Which, this is the save room is operated by Dummy Man himself.
Oh my gosh, get his autograph. Anyway, I'm
Memorial
out.
photograph.
Have a good night.
Back here.
Just imagine you die and enter purgatory and they make you play the entirety of Illbleed. I'm just waiting until we get to stage 5 because it turns into a Toy Story parody, apparently.
Bloody Marys.
Yeah, Bloody Marys. That's the convenience store where you can buy restorative items to carry into the next stage because normally stuff does not carry from stage to stage, but if you bought it at Bloody Marys, then it does.
It's just like also
It makes sense if you don't think about it.
I mean, I wasn't thinking about it. Just
What am I fighting for?
What am I fighting for? $100 million, apparently.
and a lifetime supply of Hassie.
Yeah, a lifetime supply of Hassie Cola. And Airole magazine. Pro tip, don't buy the Airole magazine. It just raises your heart rate and does nothing else. Which, raising your heart rate is something you do not want to happen. Coagulant. Stanches fully.
Stanches what?
Is stanch even a word?
I think they meant staunch.
Stanches slightly. Stanches. How did I miss this?
Drink big energy drinks. Thought you were dying. Yeah, that's why I can't drink energy drinks. I can drink coffee, but not energy drinks.
God, I've got something in mind about a comment I made about energy drinks on one of Anthony Fantano's videos recently, where he was like reacting to that god-awful new Falling in Reverse song with Tech 9 and that one Nazi dude from Russia as a guest verse because Ronnie Radke keeps the best where, like, one of the comments said that this song sounds like it's sponsored by Monster Energy, and I said, no, you know that that Falling in Reverse would be sponsored by Bang Energy.
Oh, not even sponsored by Prime Water?
Nope.
Sorry, I have like an extreme hate for Logan Paul.
Who doesn't? Except for, you know, his legion of fans that are too stupid to realize they keep getting scammed by him.
And the only reason why I say this dude even has a championship title is because he became a major sponsor. That's it.
Yep, that's the reason why he and Jake Paul are allowed to keep winning fights that they should be hopelessly outclassed in. Am I willing to go to court over those claims? No. But I am willing to call you out from the comfort of my own home on my own stream without having anything to back it up because I'm a coward.
I mean, I'm willing to go 1v1.
I mean, at the very least, I may be factually wrong about my claims if they end up being wrong, but at least I didn't run a verified crypto scam.
Alright.
Or run multiple verified get-rich-quick schemes aimed at children.
Because children are the future and easily susceptible to capitalism.
Okay, the next stage is going to be wood puppets, but after all that, I'm not feeling another stage tonight. I think I can only handle one stage of Illbleed per night.
Fair. I mean, it is a difficult game.
This is a very difficult game. At the very least, I do know that, like, even though you have to beat the game twice in order to get the true ending, your stats carry over between playthroughs.
That's good.
So it's not entirely cruel, just mostly cruel.
A little bit. Oh, we have a section here called Cognito. What's in there?
Let's see. We are going to raid Orange is Borange because it's her birthday. And she's playing Majora's Mask. Two equally great things. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you to my co-commentators for joining me on such short notice. I know I keep saying that, but I need to keep planning better. I'll see you guys next time, and until then, unpleasant dreams. And then this is the part where JKR would sing us out with the ending tune to Svengoolie, but he is not here, so I'm just going to have to awkwardly ramble over this until the stream catches up on Twitch, so they can see that the ending screen has come up, so I can hit the raid button. And I'm kind of running out of breath now, so I'm gonna try to continue rambling long enough to there we go.
Okay, so